Welcome to the Real Talk Show. Happy New Year, everybody. I know it's a new year. We had things kicking off here today. My name is Kyle Joseph. I know the first time some of you might be seeing me. Yeah. But on my right-hand side, we have Onika and Ryan. We got to kick this thing off. Don't watch me with such...
Happy New Year and Merry Christmas and welcome
Merry
back
Christmas.
to the Real Talk Show.
Okay. And then we have Mark Ned in the house.
Hey, good night, everybody. Happy New Year and happy lentil season coming up.
Lentil.
Well, there's a lot of lentils, though.
Well, I done have my peas inside already.
Okay.
Small, it had these small lentil peas. You know it has small and big ones?
Yes, yeah, I know this one.
I like the small one.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we have Crystal Martin in the house.
Hi, good night, everybody. Happy New Year. Welcome back to Real Talk.
Awesome. And then Ava Dello. Okay, Ava, a round of applause now.
Hi. Good night, everyone. Welcome back to the Real Talk Show. Happy New Year, everyone. This is our first show. So whoever is here, I'm real happy that you're here for the very first show for this year. I'm excited to hear what you'll have to say because we have a kind of open forum, something today, all right? So we want to hear from you all. From right now, guys, begin to share because in order for us to have the show today, we need you all, all right? We need to hear from you. We want to hear your questions. We want to hear your input, whatever it is. It's like an open thing. We just want to hear from you all, all right? So, of course, we have giveaways as usual. We have a 32 gig flash drive sponsored by Mega Mac Computer Services. We also have a 32 gig memory card sponsored again by Mega Mac Computer Services. And we have earbuds. They're like Bluetooth earbuds. And this is from Real Talk, all right? So if you want to contact Mega Mac Computer Services for anything computer servicing wise, you're calling 733-6157 or 330-8791. I'll give you some more details on what Mega Mac Computer Services does later on in the show, right? But begin to share from right now, guys. We want to hear from you. We want to communicate with you all. We're going to have a great first show. And we're going to go back to Kyle for now. Kyle, take it away.
Hey. Once again, Happy New Year. You know, everybody has something interesting going on for the New Year. I believe that, Mark, you have something... You have a show you want to kick off this year on your channel with us?
Yes. Yeah, I'm beginning a cooking journey. I'm a chef, certified, and I'm going to be kicking that off this year.
Where's the name of the thing for people want to see it?
Oh, the name of the show is Kicks Kitchen.
The name of the page?
No, it's just mark.net.
Mark.net?
Yeah.
Okay, what about yourself? You have anything new? You have the Hill Grace going on, eh? It's not really that new, but...
It's not new. Anything new?
Yeah, but there's more coming out,
By the end of the year, you will see what...
Oh, by the end of the year, you will see
By
what
the
new.
end of 2020, you will see what was new for 2020. You will see.
Oh, what yourself, Crystal? Your
Your
page is your page, right? It's not you. That's not you on Facebook. That's a separate page you have.
Well, I have two pages. I have the one, my personal one, and
Well,
then
that
I
one
have
mean, that's what I'm asking you.
the food page, I Dream of Foodie.
I Dream of Foodie?
Yeah.
Where does do on our page?
Why don't go on it and see?
Dream.
I'm asking you, it's not for me.
I know,
for
I'm
people to know where
teasing
it is,
you.
do.
I am teasing you. Oh, good grief. Well, as the name suggests, I talk about food. I cook food.
No,
I
the
do
name
like
suggests
little
you
reviews.
dream of food.
Well, I do that to make a daydream, you know. You can daydream. So, it was something that I started about a year ago. Actually, January 3rd this year was a year, and I'm really enjoying it. So,
Okay,
you can check it out.
Nice, awesome stuff. You know, today we're doing our Q&A. For the past year, people have been asking like different questions.
Yeah.
But it's not necessarily a question to maybe do an entire show or something about, right? But just little questions that people want to maybe know about.
Yeah.
And also it open to the forum that you could ask any kind of personal question or any questions that you might personally have. It might be something like you might think I need to, a whole message will be something I might just personally, you think about even a conviction you might have.
Yeah.
You see others, you know, sometimes you see other people doing things and you wonder, how they doing that and I don't feel, you know, that's not normal for me now, but I'm cool living like that, however the case, and the believers are talking about, right? And there might be a question in your mind they want to ask about, you go ahead and ask it, right? So one of the first questions we have here, Mark, maybe you could answer this, right? Somebody asks, is it okay for Christians to go to the cinema? You can go build a whole show on that, but they want to know. Yeah, I know if it's a conviction they have, but yeah.
Actually, when I wasn't a Christian, I used to look at the cinema as being the place you would go to with a girl to sin. Yeah. 'Cause,
sin.
Yeah,
Okay, okay.
how I get
Sin in
the
the
idea.
cinema.
I know. Okay, okay.
I didn't really know that. I used to try
Trying to
to
make jokes. Yeah.
I was trying to track girls and thing, right, when I was younger, and I had this one particular person I'd meet. She was telling me what is going on in the cinema. Now, I never experienced any of them thing, but when she told me, I realized what is going on in the cinema. But as a believer, I never felt convicted to go in the cinema because Jesus cleansed us from all sin. So therefore, a cinema shouldn't necessarily have that type of stronghold on you. Again, it depends on your heart.
To watch
Now, when I
too.
say, I guess if as a
Well-
man, you ought to know his intentions.
Oh yeah,
Because there are some people, Christians, who are thinking.
actually it's true. Like maybe if you had because I didn't have a pass of going there to do
Yeah.
stuff.
Right,
But maybe
okay.
if you were accustomed,
Because it's dark and you sit down
Yeah.
next to the person alone.
Yeah.
And they go and watch something, it's Christmas and a romantic movie, you might feel a how.
yeah.
But anyhow, what's the point you were trying to make
True.
with it?
Yeah.
The
No,
type of
sure.
movies?
Yeah, I guess it's the type of movie too you're going with.
Okay, when you say type of movie, I mean, somebody asked me, should a Christian watch a horror? So I know that. That's what I mean?
Well, yeah, things like that. I think. So maybe people might be thinking you're going to cinema itself is not bad, but then at the same time is what you're going to expose yourself to. So, for example, I mean, I can't say it's wrong to go and watch a horror. No, I wouldn't go and watch it because why am I opening myself to that kind of entertainment? You know, it's just pure evil. And to be what?
You watch Passion of Christ in the cinema?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, that was a good one to go to. I think they're making a part 2. I just turned out there.
Okay.
Right.
No, Ava, just to tell you, already, boy, remember, it kind of open up, so if somebody asks a real interesting question, you could cut us anytime, and
Cool, I will.
yeah, you could just shoot it right after, right? So I guess, do you all think that answer? Do you think that that's a good enough answer? I don't know.
I
If
would
you
like
was
to know
here-
what Kyle think about that because Kyle seemed like a guy was a little more popular and grounded in the
But
neighborhood.
Mark, did you actually answer the question if it's right or wrong? You said no, it's not wrong. Were you?
I wouldn't say it wrong
Right,
to go,
okay.
but
Okay.
you could go anywhere. You don't want to go in the cinema and sin. You could sin right in your car or in a workplace. Or I think it don't matter. Whatever you want to do,
If it's
you
wrong
will
for you, if it's wrong for you.
do. Yeah.
I don't know
Right.
if that makes sense, but I
Yeah,
remember
yeah,
a
yeah.
young man telling me once, and he was very
Actually,
seriously,
it's true.
right? A young man in the ministry came to me. He was a young believer, and he said, you know, Nix, I never wearing shades again.
Yeah.
So I was like,
Shades, okay.
Shades? I was like, why you not wearing shades? I thought it was something with his eyes or whatever. And he said, no, when he put on shades, right, for him, he looked super cool. And his whole idea, perception when he put on his shades is that I looking for girls and his girls. Like he felt like he was cooler.
So it was like a
like how
persona
Mark with his
shade-
earring.
With his earring.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So to him,
I
it
know
was
that
like,
feeling.
So
he
to
feel like
him,
he doing something
he
wrong.
felt if I put on these shades, like girls just can't resist me or something.
Or maybe he intention, he think that you do
That
it
was
still to
because
look good.
right, because that was his intention
True.
before. So I wasn't going to be at that point explain anything.
Yeah,
to
yeah,
him. I
yeah.
was
It's
like,
his
cool.
conviction.
So if somebody
So
was
you just feeling bad
accustomed,
that you put on something to look nice? Anyway, go
no,
ahead.
it was nice.
Oh, okay, okay.
In his eyes, it was like a looking
Nice,
cool
nice.
girls
I
who lust
know
after
what-
And
I
I
know
guess
what you're
maybe
talking
it's
about.
what he
You're
was
talking about
thinking,
that?
Yeah.
what he experienced
Yeah.
before, and what his
Yeah.
mindset was when he put on the shades.
I used to feel like
A
if I was
Dan.
like, it's like
Dan.
Superman then.
With
With
your
the earring.
But all these shades is like Clark Kent. Not the shades, the
The
earring.
earring.
And when you put on these shades, it's like if
The
all
earring.
eyes on the earring, right? And shades, right? Like this, something I connect with that
It make
shades.
you look nicer.
When I put on that earring, I used to
Sorry.
feel like all eyes on me.
So like with the cinema now, if somebody used to go to cinema before they were saved, and they used to do wrong things, and it just remind them of their past, and they don't want to go to cinema, I'm not going to try to stop them.
Yeah.
Okay.
I used to stand up like always so, and I used to walk sideways too.
Okay, Mark.
So the shades would the earring would always
would
show.
really
I don't know what going there, but I used to walk
So
like
you have a
this.
permanent stiff neck.
Yeah, I used to sleep like that too.
Yeah, come get him, please.
But it does depend though on what you go and see though. I wouldn't
Yeah.
certain movies. There are movies that any movie that's 16 plus and 18 plus, you're gonna get about
Gosh.
50 F word and some
Some kind of
nudity
slackness.
See,
and
some,
sexual content. I would not advise anybody to watch that in their house or in cinema.
True.
yeah.
So I would go cinema, yes, but to only watch certain types of movies.
But then on a spin-off on that, Christians
Could we
is-
move on?
Say, okay, sorry.
Yeah.
I actually.
Was that you go ahead?
Since we on the cinema topic, oh guys, as Onika mentioned that, just a quick tip. if those things are a concern of yours, which I would like
Are we
think
on
it
Eva?
is,
Okay, good.
what you can do is there's a site named with kids in mind, and when you go to that site, you type in the name of the movie, and it literally tells you everything. Like if it
Yes.
has 5 F words, it will say 5 F words and right? So
Yeah.
Thanks
that's
for
a
that
quick tip
point,
for y'all.
Eva. It's actually what I was
Kerwin
gonna
Ryan asked Crystal ever went cinema with a boy.
Why?
Why?
It's a
Why is that
question.
a question?
It's a open.
This is what his show is
It's a
about.
I feel this is why they asked me to be on the show, though. I feel this is why. Yes, Kevin
Some
Ryan. I
people
went
take
to
things
the
There you
cinema.
go,
personally,
Kerwin.
Yes.
As we're on Crystal,
It's a personal question.
I know, but the way like that is why we asked you to be on the
as we
show.
are on
I
Crystal.
can't talk, we joking.
Okay,
Yeah.
calm down, calm down. As we're on
answer.
Crystal, Eniala said, Crystal Martin, your hair looks nice, chica. Okay. Now, can I move on to another question, guys?
Yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear. I
She
didn't hear. I
said
didn't
yes,
hear.
yeah. Let me see. I don't want to miss any questions. So, just RL, sorry, yeah. The first question would have been, Onika Narayan, what is one thing you wish you knew before marriage?
So that's a good
One thing
question.
I wish I knew.
I guess before about marriage, where you're in your marriage now. Like, okay, it can't just be one thing you know before you're married, right?
One thing I wish I knew. How to be a better. No. You mean personally? Like.
She said,
I thought you-
Onika Narayan.
No. I mean, like, okay.
Or you
One
mean like
thing
as an
I
individual,
knew-
if
yeah,
generally?
okay.
Probably
Oh, in
answer for
terms of
both.
the
I think it's linked to marriage. I think it's linked to
Right, to marriage specifically.
Yeah, because where's the point of that before marriage and
Um,
after?
She knew everything, guys.
No.
Get married younger.
Yes, I wish I could have. I would have got married younger.
Seriously?
Oh, all right. The truth. Right.
old were
How
you?
much of a blessing children are, or my daughter is, or would have been, and I probably would have had. I wouldn't have waited like 4 or 5 years before I had Kristen. I would have probably go one time.
Chrissy, you'll be older again.
Serious, one time.
One time, like you married this year, you gonna make a
Well, I
child
would not
one
wait
time?
4 years. Certainly not. I would do
years.
that different for sure. And I would have probably do more one time. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, bam.
Like Angel.
Yeah, bam, bam. Not bam, bam, bam.
So Angel is out.
So, yes.
and
Well, I'm to 4.
we could
I
learn
will.
from Angel.
I would have, yeah.
Okay.
Alright. I see, and somebody asked a very nonsensical question here. No offense,
Oh, we got our filters, yes.
burgers or gyros?
Yes, that's what the person
Actually-
who asked
That's
that
a good-
question.
That's
Yeah,
a
so
good question.
gyros,
Hands
though.
down.
Yeah.
About
Gyros for me.
Ew.
Burgers, yeah.
There are some people who
You
prefer
see, like
burgers.
Crystal
but
say
good.
gyros.
I'm not a burger person.
Burgers, Keelan.
Keelan also
Oh,
asked, what age is too old to live with your parents?
Oh, God.
Your
Well,
age,
that's
your age.
that question is so appropriate.
Crystal, you
Wow.
want to ask
Where's Keelan, mama?
What's that question? Yeah.
I just asked you that question.
No, you answer it first. You use a answer first.
yeah.
Let me answer it first. Everything on me answer.
Yeah.
No, answer it. The question is
You gonna answer?
answer the No.
Yeah.
You answer the
Yeah.
question. Who asked the question? Who asked the question?
Keelan Stewart.
They should ask the panel to raise their hands all who living with their parents now.
Everybody else besides her.
Everybody here
Raise
raising up their
Raise your
hand.
hands. Raise your hands.
Raise
All
your
of
hands.
them with the
Three-
parents.
three of
Come
us
on.
besides
you.
Raise
Raise
your
your
hand.
hand.
Martin, put your hand up. Right.
What you ashamed about that for?
So I would be. I am very happy to live
I
with
think you
my-
could live
my
with your parents up
That's-
until whenever.
married.
Jesus lived with his parents all his life.
Another question, go ahead.
No. You have not answered it.
What is
Time.
so
No,
what
I want
answer
to
you want?
continue. I want
Yeah.
it's a good question. No, on
Thank
seriously,
you.
right? Let's say, all right, for like a woman, let's say you're an older woman
Okay.
dating, and you meet somebody in their 30s and they're really living home still.
Right.
Could that be an issue for
That
the
is
woman?
30s and wait me, hold on. The question is not if the woman, no.
But
It's
you
how
want-
long it's appropriate for you to be living in your house.
I know. I bring
In
up
your
that
parents' house.
In your
question
parents'
to
house.
say, well,
She just
is
put a
there a
scenario
point?
to it.
Yeah, is there a point where living home with your parents becomes not practical because you know how they say 2 man rat can't live in one hole, right? So basically, when you, especially if you're both parents there, you know I can understand a scenario where it's a single mother and his son thinking, oh gosh, I ain't want to go and leave my mother. I could understand that, right? But where's your mother and father and other siblings and things? And you becoming a man, where you are a man, and you have your own ways now, you have your own, yeah, man.
So
and
that's
you
a
want to
little
do,
difficult?
yeah, if you want to do things a certain
Yeah,
way.
of course it's
Imagine your
difficult.
father knocking on your door and telling you go and cut the grass. You're 35.
Or go and wash the wares.
Yeah, in his house. Or knocking on Crystal door. Come and wash your wares. I good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's be difficult. But you have to make a decision
I
then
would
what it
move out
is
to
you
my
want to
parents'
do.
house unless I'm married. I would like to live with
I
my
used to
mommy.
think so, but if
I
you're
like
taking
living
long
with
to
my
get
mom.
married, then after a while, something gotta give, something. Yeah, it's nice when you're in your 20s, you can say that, but when it's at a push 30s, so after a while, you
You mean
want
push
your own
40
space.
because you're over?
No, no.
Okay.
You chill.
And I guess
Right?
too, if you really don't have your own space, because I obviously some parents
Yeah.
are a little more nagging than some
Yeah.
who were, you know, they see
But-
respect at that point, but
But what you think about if your parent get old to the point that they can't take care of themselves? Putting them in a home?
Nah.
What kind of house?
Or would
Mommy
you
ran
take care of
against
them?
that.
nah, if
Nah.
I reach your parents and I come and live with somebody,
You have to take care of them.
I didn't get put in a home when I was a baby.
Yeah, imagine my mother say, use too much. Use too much.
Hey.
When I was a baby, I didn't get put in a home.
That's so true.
If to some point, maybe if there's some people better living conditions, up to
Yeah.
them if they have the money to put them in
I
somewhere
think in
nice.
some cases, though,
Yeah.
some old people, they need extra care.
That was
especially
safe
if it's
independent living
medical.
conditions,
And if
yeah.
you can't afford to bring somebody home, like, I mean, if you can afford to have somebody come home and take care of them like a nurse, a qualified nurse, because they need that kind of
Yeah.
medical
Mm-hmm.
constant supervision or whatever, it might be better in that case to have them somewhere where they're under that 24/7
Mm.
supervision. If they get to a bad stage medically, I mean,
Yeah.
you know, physically. But I don't know of such a place in Trinidad.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel they're better off, you know, having somebody come and to your home
Yeah,
and
that's what we
take
do
care of
with
your
Assistant
parents.
person in the
actually.
studio say, baby poop.
What? Eva can't
it.
talk.
Just so 2 seconds. Assistant person in the studio said baby poops different to big man poops.
That is true. With baby poops and big man poops is different.
But baby's poop is smell real
It's
stink
stinker though.
It is actually smell worse.
Okay, Nikki.
You understand?
I wipe my
I don't
fair
want to
share
know.
of both baby and adult poops
Whoa.
already. And I would do it. I would do it for. I would
Whoa.
do it for anybody that I care for that getting old.
Whoa.
Go ahead now, go ahead.
Let me just zip it. Yeah.
No,
No,
Let me just
unzip it.
zip. No.
Unzip it.
Yeah. Yeah, because if that's your parents or
Yeah.
even your grandmother or whoever, you know,
think
I
about doing
putting
my
them in a
grandfather
home to
now.
me might be a, you know, again, too, it depends on the circumstance. It's not a
situation,
bad
yeah.
thing, eh? Depends on the situation
That
or
would
the
be like last
family.
resort
Is
for
that
me.
honoring your parents?
Suppose you travel, suppose your job takes you to
Okay.
travel, you understand? So
Yeah.
they have like situations where I could see it being the best option for both.
We want to say something?
Did you all choose an age for the too old thing? Or you all not giving
I
an
th- I
age?
think-
Just
I don't
say-
think you could say an age, but to
Age.
me, imagine you're single, you're 40, 45, and you're not married, and you're living home with your mother and father, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I
a
would
bit
do
much.
it. I would do that.
Oh, don't lie.
I would do it.
Fib, I'm going to say fib. But then I'm going to say
Listen,
I
fib.
know this is real talk.
True talk, I'm going to say no. I'm going to say fib only for real, but then I say if I say fib, they will say, who said fib? So I say lie.
You real ghetto talking, we don't know, but
AJ Allen said if Onika is implying that men should leave earlier.
because they're kind of
Before
like
women?
civic men, yeah,
Yes.
that's, you know, it'll be
I
kind of
No,
harder.
I think I gave a kind of example. I think if you're in a single parent home, like as a man, not because you're reach of age, you should leave your home. If your mother, they're alone, your mother getting down on age, you know, why? You know, why leave her?
I guess
I think they have
I
different
could speak
situations.
for all of everybody, so I guess all people should be looking for, again, we not, you know, I mean, grow up so because of life and situations, but I guess at a certain age, you had to be looking. The right thing is to maybe look for certain investments if you're not moving, billing, you know, something.
Yeah.
That we should be doing, I guess that's, you know.
Yeah, you had to build
I wish I could have done that when I was that
You had to make
but,
your
you know,
own life, I think,
that
at
way
a
I so,
certain
yeah.
point. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're your own. And
But
staying
life just don't
under,
work out like that way for
staying under your
everybody.
parents, again, with the single parent, it's different, right? Especially if it's your mother. If you have a big, hardback, strong father and you're living by yourself, you know.
Yeah.
But, you know, I just think that why I keep saying man though is because, you know, even if you go to the Bible, you know, the man, God told Abraham to go and find your own
Yeah.
land to separate. So as a man, you want to start your own
Yeah.
You know, especially in Christ too. You want to say, you know what? Let me come out from under my
And even at
parents,
that
my
age too,
father.
in biblical thing, right? The Bible actually says that the parents are supposed to store for the both generations,
Yeah.
right? So it's a when you would like if it is when you have your first son and you reach about 18, 20, you could get them a place, a piece of land and say build there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how God designed it to be, that we could actually be a blessing in that, but that's just
Right
not
in
how,
my yard.
you know,
Right in my backyard.
right in your backyard.
Yeah.
Or you want to be one of those where all the family in one yard.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay, let's do this.
Anyhow,
one
like
quick.
that, yeah.
Yes, because we don't want to answer.
So
everybody's
to answer,
question.
she didn't show favoritism. She just maybe more think is that, you know. It's a little more towards men, obviously.
I
That's
No
think
question.
yeah, but go ahead.
AJ Allen also asked Storby or Maracas. Quickly,
Storby
quickly,
or
guys.
Maracas?
You don't
Maracas.
need to think about this.
Storby Beach,
Storby.
Maracas food.
Maracas.
Storby.
Why would anybody choose
Just
Maracas,
Maracas,
Mark?
yeah.
I like
Storby.
Maracas
Where I
food.
get
Jack.
baptized.
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay, moving on to the next. Aloy Dudley. Is the paying of tithes still applicable for modern day Christians according to the scriptures? Since we're on that topic, there was also someone saying, Crystal Lewis, what are your thoughts on the pastor with the 28 million? So that's kind of two questions in one there, guys.
The first one is
If tithing is still
If tithing is
applicable,
still applicable.
Is
No.
the paying of tithes still applicable for modern day
Modern day
Christians?
Who asked that
according to the
question, by chance?
scriptures? Aloy Dudley, and the other question about the pastor with 28 million would have been Crystal M. Lewis.
Maybe if it is you doing it for yourself unto the Lord, but not as a law.
no, it's not applicable.
Yeah.
Is the Sabbath applicable? Do we still have
No,
to?
as a law,
I know, I
I
know.
say people could
That's what I'm
choose to give
saying.
if they want.
Do we still have to sacrifice animals? Do
Yeah.
we? You know, there's a lot of
But
things
anytime
that
somebody
was
make
the
you
law.
feel like you're shit, if
Yeah.
you're not doing this something wrong, that is actually not the doctrines of Christ. You know what I mean? It's
It's
actually
not.
not biblical. You know, it's strange how the church
They're making it
they
a
see
law.
this. They see it. No, I mean they see it so strong and that way. But if you actually read the New Testament, you never even actually see the apostles and them telling them they have to give tithes. The Bible is clear. You need to give. You know, what I
Yeah.
mean, the Bible says to give to help towards the ministry different. But to say that they put a law on the church where they say everybody must give money, or else you're cursed and them kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's-
Quite the opposite.
Quite
Yeah.
Paul used to say
Yeah.
that Paul so didn't want money to be a part of his
Yeah.
service when he get to the church. He used to say, if you have to get God anything for me, do it before I reach, so that
Yeah.
when I come, money is not no issue now.
Yeah.
But the church does the opposite now. Money is like the focus. Tithe is like the focus. Offering is like the focus.
Money is so touchy
You
to
know?
people in general, like outside of Christians, well, even in Christians, right? They would, like when Paul say that, I think some people built into them, they go wonder when I give him my money, why I really gave my money for it? So
Right.
this man is taking my money.
Yeah.
And Paul said, let it get out of my mind. I'm not on all your money.
Yeah.
I'm not on nothing. So before I even reach there, you even had that conversation. Because it's just, you know, some people they built into their mind, you know, they give, but then there
Yeah.
are some people they built in, why getting this man on my money?
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
you know, because even back then, remember, people lie.
Yeah, of course.
And
Ananias
it-
and
Well,
Sapphira
well,
tried
well,
to
yeah, so
try to keep
money is
back
a
some of
touchy
the
thing
money.
with people.
The more
you know
thing
what
I
mean,
would be afraid of is not how much I give, but if I lie about what I give. Because them give more than tithe. Them give more than a tithe.
Yeah, they sell their property and came and they give,
more than
but
10%, but they lie.
yeah.
Tip.
So as a law, like I was saying, it's not really, you know, it's not something in the New Testament, but there's God, how you gonna say it? God's grace and wisdom and why he did certain things and why, you know what I mean? So it's not necessarily God saying, yeah, they do this or else something happened there, but I would question why people did it and why it was a law in the first place. You know what I mean? Like how you go watch the Sabbath and say, well, why God did this in the first place?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
you will see the benefits of doing certain things and open up certain things in your life. So one of the things when the Bible says is better to give than to even to receive. So God actually wants us to be people who would be given naturally. That's
To
what
give
we're created.
freely.
To actually expecting nothing in return.
Right.
Sadly, you know, you give actually expecting, you know what I mean, much. But one of the things
Yeah.
God actually wants us in our heart is actually just be able to come to a place in our life where we could depend on Him, where we could just give freely in our heart. But sadly, as I walk with God in any area in our life, like some people, like we talk about money, is that even a relationship with some people, it'd be a hard thing to say, wait now, God, you want me to be alone for some time and to grow in certain areas. Even that concept for some people is very hard. So even with money, one of the things very hard for people to grasp is that God is the provider and that, you know, I could freely give and knowing that he would provide for me. And he actually wants everybody to get to that place where we don't trust money as our source, but rather him, right? But for everybody, sometimes for some people, it's a journey in that direction to discover God. But as a law, I can tell you, there's no way you would see God, even Jesus, demonstrating that where, you know, if it is you don't give, you're cursing that kind of way. If you're going to the law, you read what's the reason behind it, right? But it's not necessarily linked to a new covenant believers. But anything else? Well, and something else to ask about the pastor.
Or the pastor with the 29 million. You know, he's an older man. He's 65 or something, close to that, right? Mm-hmm. And I believe that over time you can accumulate that kind of money, right? In a church. I do believe.
Such church is very
over
big.
time, probably over 10 years, 15 years, right? Why he kept it in the church is the question. And why he only went the day before or the very day of the deadline to change it is the other question.
Yes.
He was still accumulating.
Nobody know for sure.
Why would you keep that amount of money though with people with so many needs? That's the other thing.
The only thing I could think of is that he had a vision 2020 where he was going to use the money in 2020. Like as it's the year of double now. You just see everything just miracle, I don't know. That's what I could think of. I just being optimistic.
Any person from Shagwana side?
That's
believe
central.
that a lot of people have a thinking to where they really deposit money in the bank, not just
True.
There are
I heard
people, a lot of people
say because of
culturally
their
have
religion,
that.
they think maybe
Not
they-
religion too, culturally. A lot of people just don't like to put their money in the bank for people to know the business.
Yeah.
But sadly, the whole world know the business now.
You're supposed to render unto Caesar what is Caesar's.
Yeah, it's true, right?
Unto
That's a
God
lot
what
of
is
money
God.
though. It's a lot of money.
Hey.
What you think of it, because I didn't even know who was the man. I didn't even know the man name. I can't tell you
Hey.
what, you know. What the man, if the man legit or nothing is. But I can tell you reality. Some churches, that's the kind of money they clock.
Yeah.
You know what
And
I
that's
mean?
just his personal money, That's his personal money.
That's what he said?
Yeah.
Yes, he said so, yeah.
Yeah, so some churches, that's the kind of money they clock, you know. I mean, like Joel Osteen and these people, and I'm outside of the church giving. He real rich just by his books and different things. That had nothing to do with the church or anything. Just by him writing a book, he's a millionaire alone, you know what I mean? So some people might question some pastors how they. So I don't know what the man is doing outside of the, you know. I don't know if he's a great author, but
All right.
Yeah.
So actually, we go into more questions, guys, but I want to just let anybody know who just tuned in. What we're doing tonight is like a Q&A, right? So it's open. Anything you want to ask, feel free to ask. If you want to direct something to any specific panelist, feel free to do that as well. And I'm going to do a giveaway. And anybody who's now joining us as well, we have live giveaways, so every 20 minutes, thereabouts, we do a giveaway, right? So just for commenting or maybe asking a question, tell me good night, you get to win something, all right?
Good
so
night.
be sure to comment. You don't qualify, Monica, sorry. So just for doing any of those things, you could win a giveaway, all right? So let me say good night quickly to a few people. Thanks you, everybody who has tuned in and asking questions. I want to say goodnight to Kenyon, Will, Crystal, M. Lewis, Keelan Stewart, Karen Narine, Celeste Ferreira, Eniala. Let me see. I don't want to miss anybody. Lynn, AJ Allen. I know we asked some questions from you already. Aloy Dudley. Let me see who else. Cynthia Steely. It's really nice to have you. I haven't seen you in a little while, so it's nice to have you here. Indira Theodel. Valina Pinnock, a special good night to you, Valina. Sasha Lucis. All right, so good night to everyone. All right, if I missed your name, good night to you. All right, let me do my first giveaway. My first giveaway will be the 32 gig flash drive, again sponsored by Mega Mark Computer Services. And this giveaway will go to Kenyon Will. Congratulations, Kenyon, you are the winner of our first giveaway. Congratulations to you. All right, and I had a really nice question here. No, where did it go? Where did it go? I want the panel to answer. Right. So we're gonna go back into the questions. All right, guys. Remember, we still have a good way out for the show. Feel free to share it to all of your friends, whether it be send the link on WhatsApp, whatever you want to do, just share it. All right. We want to hear what you all think. We want to hear your questions as well. So, Eniala Stage. When is the right time to pass gas in a relationship? Please allow the panel to share their experiences.
Well,
What is that?
I think she
I
could.
think. Sorry. Let me.
Sorry, you do for that. Let me hear.
What was it?
What is that?
I hope the camera is on the panelist's face right now. When is the right time to pass gas in a relationship? Please allow the panel to share their experience.
Eva, why you don't answer that question?
Me? I think Mark should answer that question.
All right.
I
yes.
want Mark to answer
Actually,
that.
yes.
I
Mark answer.
personally-
No. But before Mark goes, please know that the person sending the question said, please allow the panel to share their experiences. So all of you are free to answer.
You too.
Or
Go
you
ahead.
should.
Go ahead, Eva.
Well,
Go ahead.
not all of us. But go
That's
ahead.
what the viewer requested. I
Okay,
think we
okay.
should fulfill the viewer's request.
Well,
I would say it's unsafe to pass gas. Based on if you look at NP safety standards concerning gas, that's not something you should have exposed. Something should be released in a contained environment.
So, Marquez, what you're saying is that, what you're really saying is
I'm
that,
just joking. But I made a promise to my
let me hear this. Let me hear this.
I made a promise to my fiance that I would never do that. around her.
Even, hold up.
listen,
And I
Even
never-
when you're married? Even in
Yeah. Why do not?
we doing
Mark,
now for?
you're sleeping on the same bed with the person you have gas, you will get up out, go outside
Yeah.
and do it?
That's like perfume, you know. That I find that I don't
Perfume
know.
is a nice thing, though.
Yeah, but that's a bad perfume. I find
Okay, so
I
if
find that
Eva just
inconsiderate.
happened to pass gas
Inconsiderate?
around you, what does do?
that's we gonna have problems.
Whoa!
When he said, I was
I asked
pass
them
gas
if
around
you
it,
pass
well, you will
gas
have
problems.
When she asked when it's the right time,
There's no right time in your
if I
life.
feel into pull in front of I go.
No, I think she meant maybe like maybe when you now start the relationship, how far, how
No, but
comfortable.
you
That's what
hold
she
it for
meant.
as long as you could.
Probably.
That's not something you're gonna just do. You hold that for as long as you could. You try
why
to
you-
present
Why you
yourself.
can't go any toilet?
Strange she asked that
You
question
try to
because
present yourself as fartless as long as you could in the relationship.
Especially for women.
Yes.
That's a woman thing.
You're
yeah,
not
'cause-
gonna just go around talking to your boyfriend, you know, right?
and if you do, just make sure you have
But-
some poopery on hand.
But there comes a time, Mark, where you know when you have like certain issues too, you know, you just
When you're pregnant.
right.
When you're pregnant, is
so
Just
Mark,
ask me
you
to ask me.
never fart in front of
No.
Eva.
No, me ain't doing that.
But you have a father in front of him? Whoa!
Well, only reach a certain level in only relationship yet.
No,
Then.
man making it purposely not
Yeah,
to.
I don't want to do
but
that.
I just trying
That's
to see.
embarrassing.
Oh, that is what we getting now. That point now, embarrassing.
That is, I find that so inconsiderate.
But when you get
Mark,
married,
excuse,
though,
you're going to live with this
The
person. There are
person-
many embarrassing things that will happen
Talk
and
to
come
him.
up.
Talk to him.
Many embarrassing things, Mark. Mark, many.
But if she gets sick, she
A,
can't wipe
a
poop.
fart is nothing.
She can just indicate to me, and I will leave the room.
So you're in your bed. Mark, excuse, you're in your bed sleeping, you're comfortable, you're cozy. Oh, you're sleeping,
Let it
right?
come out.
Wake me
And
up.
you feel. So you had to wake up the person and say, Mark, I'm going to fart. Go quick, quick.
Yeah. Or she can go.
But Mark, sometimes some people fart in their sleeper.
Right.
Yes.
How you going to get? How you going to think
But
that?
that's different. I'm a strong sleeper.
Anyhow, yeah.
But I disagree with that. But you guys can give your opinion.
No. Okay, it's
Yeah.
not something, if you're courting somebody, that's not something you're going to just go around doing. Like, I mean, come on. That would be real. That any fellow would be kind of weird out if your girlfriend.
So if
just-
you're
But-
praying and think you feel comfortable farting,
Yes, while I pray.
I was just saying, no,
What
but-
is my father,
no,
boy?
but I understand, but I'll just say, Lord, I'm sorry about that.
No,
but that was
I don't
think
even
and say, woman,
consider.
that
I
was
don't even
mistake.
Ah,
consider.
boy.
It's he made me with the ability to fart.
Mark,
He gave me
and
the
we
ability
pray.
to fart.
Mark, I
And
know,
then
Mark,
do
I'm
it to
sorry,
understand,
boy.
not to pray.
Many times, boy. I just pray while in the toilet, boy. I just talk to her in the toilet.
I
sit down,
always
so-
talk to her when I'm in the toilet.
So
Always.
I'm sorry why you ask, boy. I know the side
Actually,
to her
it's
now.
quite therapeutic.
Well,
I know about the therapeutic thing here, but yeah, I just
well, I guess I'm different.
yeah, that,
I'm the weird one.
yeah, that's your convictions, brother.
But
Once your wife can handle
so
it.
what's your answer to your question? When you
You
should should pass gas.
You can't say like when.
I don't think anybody can
but
say that. Like, you had to know both people going in a relationship if they feel
You
comfortable
just do
with
that.
that. I will do it
that
normal.
your-
you don't know
I
Kyle.
would
Kyle
do
would do
that
that normal. But I think everybody have to know their partner.
That's why I
though.
say you could
so
know
if
somebody in a
Ava know
relationship.
Mark don't like that, she's not gonna go around just passing gas like that without
And
any
she hasn't.
consideration.
Right.
She hasn't.
But there are people who will be more open and it's just normal, so fine. So it's up to.
I
it's
know
who
one
you
man in
want.
Charlton who real normal, but anyhow.
Way. Yeah.
Yeah,
You know who's that man?
yeah, he's too normal.
But I have a question though. Like if you have more than one child, is it okay to have a favorite?
It's I think it may be impractical
Yes.
to say that you shouldn't.
Shouldn't. Yeah.
Because
I agree.
people have no. Let me explain myself now. No. I'm not saying
You
like
saying
you know.
okay, I one child.
No. People have different personalities, Mark, and people gel with people differently.
Yeah.
So let's say you have 5 children, they may have one that shows you more love,
Correct.
is more helpful. Look at is Jacob?
Is Isaac.
Isaac, sorry.
And,
Yeah.
And
so-
right.
and look at the trouble.
Right, yes. But what I'm saying is, I think people, the parents, you can have a more connection with one because of that child's personality, but it doesn't mean that you show the child more favor
Favorite,
or more love.
right.
That I don't agree with.
Because
But
if,
it doesn't mean
if
that
the
in your-
birthright was equal, I doubt Jacob was gonna fight like that. he would have keep himself quiet and he'd have be normal.
You shouldn't have a favor. You should
I
not
just saying.
show favoritism. That's my answer.
Well,
you should not show
But it seemed to be a biblical thing because
favoritism.
Abraham, Isaac. Yeah, Isaac had a
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I
that
don't mean it necessary. They did things the correct way.
That wasn't, yeah.
he had a favorite,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it was trouble.
Yeah.
It's
Should-
necessary.
Actually,
You shouldn't show it.
I know people personally related to me that up to now they have issues
It
based
takes
on that.
people
With
who-
their
Because that's the
siblings.
favoritism
Yeah.
was shown.
Yes,
You
and
see
the
it.
siblings, you know, the people that suffer is the siblings that
It's the siblings,
suffer.
yeah.
They end up not getting along because they saw this one have more favor. And
So you think it bad or good? Or if you have one, you don't
I,
show it.
I absolutely said you should not show favoritism. You should
And
not show
naturally,
it.
will connect to people differently
Yeah.
than, but I don't think you should show
As a
people.
parent, you don't
It's
openly
life is
show it.
strange, eh? That's how some children is connected. There's some children who do everything good, but the one who causing real trouble, the other
He-
children just look and say, you just favor them. Because if
Yes,
I get
the
with them,
troublemaker, just be the one somehow. That, yeah.
they'll say, if I do them same
What
thing,
you
you
mean,
will
like
never.
somebody asks their father for inheritance and just come back?
Exactly. You go out and sleep with
Yeah.
prostitutes and thing and come back and then your father say, like, we have a party and yeah.
So you
sometimes-
don't have any favorite?
Yeah, all of us.
All of us.
It's just how we
But
view
Jesus
life.
did have favorites though.
He didn't have favorites.
Yeah, that's
He
first
was
disciple.
close.
Yes,
to
to
Peter
John
and John.
He
Yes.
was closer to them because they maybe had a different type of relationship.
Which is my point.
No, but it's not he showed them, you know what I mean?
I know,
If
but he had a
Thomas said that-
connection with them.
I know, but like
Yes,
Thomas,
right.
he get to touch Jesus. You know, different. That's how people, you know.
He had a connection with them.
Yeah,
I
so
think it's a
just-
natural thing, but you should
Yeah,
not
it's
show
like he say, I
favoritism.
favorite this one, but
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Yeah, but yeah.
Because it used to say who he loved. And
Though
he
that's,
just-
he used to say that. But anyhow,
Just to go back a tad bit,
Oh, Jesus, you can say
Natalie
that.
Salazar said, I will hear Mark after he married 1 year.
Yes,
Everybody-
I can't
everybody
wait.
say
I
that.
can't wait.
And Yala added, I think
Ava,
you
break
should
him
have,
out. Go ahead.
I think I broke him out of, anyway. I think you should have a
you lock
level
up the
of,
cardos. Okay.
I think you should have a level of comfort before marriage. Anthony passed gas the first time while we were praying in the car while we were courting.
Pretty in the car.
That's
said-
blasphemy here, though, Mark. Like blasphemy.
He
for
said
Mark.
everything of Christ is coming out.
Eyes of Christ?
Of Christ? Oh, not of Christ. What?
So that prayer was like a sweet smelling incense to God.
Mark,
Yes,
watch Mark.
You think Jesus ever come?
Mark get vexed.
Yeah, again, like
Jesus ever
I don't think so. At least
Why
not in
this
front,
man?
not in front nobody.
Yeah, but he might have this when he's talking to his father. His father always seeing him.
Yeah, but he would have
Mark,
been.
you serious? though?
Or they're just going off on
You
this
can
I
see
know, but
Jesus
it's
doing that.
funny
You
now.
come to Jesus
Keelan.
a miracle and he fast. he wouldn't do that.
Keelan said, what if the person get diagnosed with a fat disorder in the
Uh-huh.
marriage?
But they have extra gas. Some people have very gaseous.
I'm telling you, when you're,
I don't mind
married,
anybody
when
with
you're
t-shirts, but-
pregnant, I know plenty of people who say it's
Listen,
extreme when they're pregnant.
before I knew that I was intolerant to milk to some level, and I used to love to have cereal in the night, my husband suffer. It's horrible.
Oh, 'cause you
now,
didn't know.
if I knew I didn't know it was milk that would cause it, I'd be like, why farting so bad? It was bad. And then I realized it was milk. So I had to cut out milk like in the night. I wouldn't have, or I'll have like almond milk now. But yeah, I couldn't run out the room. It's almost every 5 minutes. So I can't sleep. I can't sleep. So what's that? Separate rooms?
Well, let me move
Yeah,
on from
but
the
go on the
fasting.
couch.
Let me leave it. You know, that's for here
He
now.
says sleep on the
That's
couch.
for here now.
Sleep on the couch.
Don't worry, let me just clear this up. Now he will be the one sleeping.
Yeah,
Because if you have a problem with it,
I have
then
witnesses.
I'm on the couch.
anyhow,
Move
we-
on
Want
right
something
along.
of some
Please.
substance, please.
Yeah.
I have a question that we had somebody ask. They want to know if it's okay
She
for
still have
Christians. Here we go back. Let's get for it,
Now
right?
you come
She's scrolling it. It's okay for Christians to use birth control.
Oh.
That's a question somebody asked. That obviously a married couple. That's a question some people is have.
Why watching me?
Usually it's married person here. Usually only married person here could answer this question.
Everybody watching me.
But you don't even qualified.
Well, I think that's a personal choice too. If the person was asking if birth control maybe somehow
It kills the
abortion,
child,
like kill a
abortion or
child, that's
something.
not true. You don't actually, it prevents you from conceiving. So, in that case, I know what people thinking is, it's supposed to be a natural thing, because God said be fruitful and multiply, and sure, Adam and Eve had no birth control except natural. When I say natural, a woman have a cycle and she can't get pregnant all during the month, right? And so after a while, you know that. Mark, if you didn't
I
know.
now know.
Yes. so I know I'm educating
now know.
somebody. So it's not, you can't get pregnant every day of the month.
Okay.
So if you know the woman's cycle and when she ovulating and all this kind of thing, you could prevent the person from getting pregnant without taking birth control. But that's risky. So if as a individual couple, I think you decide that you want to use birth control, I don't see that as a problem, but I wouldn't suggest anybody go outside the conviction though. If you're feeling convicted about it,
But if it-
anything in fact, I would say don't do it.
So what about if they're having like 5-6 children and
And they can't afford it.
They
Because
can't
if you're having 5-6 children and they can afford it.
I know why they're saying
brave.
that they can't and
Things
but
getting
they're
hard.
convicted.
Boy, God will provide.
Amen. Yeah.
God will provide.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're good. If I don't know if that maybe,
Yes, I had a question here, but I scroll down. The person basically was asking, like for indicators. Just I want to read the person's question. I don't want to misquote. Just 1 second now. Right. What are some trigger signs to know that you are disconnected with your job? And are these indicators that you should leave?
What are the triggers that you're disconnected from your
From
job?
your job,
Like to
and are
personally to
these
you, man.
indicators that you should leave?
You want to answer that, Crystal?
To put myself in that situation, I think if you're not happy, if you're genuinely not happy, if everything that you're doing becomes like laborious and is drudgery, that kind of thing.
Yeah, like everybody know what that means.
I think, so that's one.
Laborious or laborious?
Laborious, laborious, that's it both ways.
That's not the important thing here.
Yeah, you
It's
know
true.
what I mean?
Sorry, go ahead.
Right. So yeah.
Let me continue. I just want to clarify. Is it that is linked to the job or because I think everybody go say, well, it's time for me to leave my job.
No, well, I didn't
I
finish.
mean,
I was
yeah.
going, no, I didn't.
So that one,
Yeah.
yeah. So
So it could be that, but at the same time, it could be. Sometimes God could actually be telling you at a point it might be time to move on from this job. I mean, as with everything, if you're a believer, we don't just live life like that. You know what I mean? So if you're going to apply for a job, you say, Lord, I want this job, but then you will still ask if this is the right job. So I would think sometimes if you're feeling like that, don't just take that as an indication that it's for you to leave. It could be you may need not necessarily leave the organization, but maybe leave that position. Or it could be that you probably just need to take a vacation, probably take a little time out, refresh, and then come back. But that's what I would say. One thing, I guess, if you
What's the
feel
first
like
part of the question?
it was
How
a
you feel
trigger.
disconnected?
Like,
Yeah,
like
trigger.
triggers,
You could
like
answer
when you
that,
realize
then.
yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want
Yeah,
to
man
give a
too,
guy
yeah.
a story. I had reached a
That's a
stage at a
female.
particular place. Sorry? Is that
It was
good?
a female, yeah.
Female, sorry. But for the guy that's listening too, I was working at a particular place and I was getting frustrated. How I knew that I wanted to leave is that I didn't want to sleep, because if I slept, I know if I wake up, I have to go to work. And when I was in work, I was getting frustrated. I would get calls, and it had one time this customer was talking to me, and I get so frustrated, I buy the phone. And I said, nah, this is not normal.
Sure, right?
You
You're
buy the
sure,
phone,
right?
I buy the phone,
You're
boy.
willing to buy the phone, but I'm pump, but getting good.
Yeah. I buy the phone.
Anyhow,
I say
good.
I'm becoming an animal in here, boy.
marked by the phone.
And, you know, when you're working, you're supposed to work unto God.
Yes.
And I find out I really had no zeal, or I felt like I really don't want to be there. And I think if you're working unto God, or God put you in a place, you will have a level of peace. I'm not saying you won't get stressed in work, but you will have a level of comfort. It wouldn't be to a point that you're frustrated and you're studying to, you feel like you don't want to live anymore, you don't want to sleep, you're depressed and things. I think you would know in your heart.
Yeah.
There have been times where I felt very much like my job could be very demanding, and there were times I felt like, Lord, I don't know if I could do this for much longer. But I mean, like, you can't just make a rash decision like that, right? So I think you have to be able to distinguish when you know you might just need a little time out, a little vacation, or a little refresher, or to distinguish between that to knowing that, okay, this is the time that I have to leave. And I think when it comes to that time when you have to leave, I think it will be clear signs and you will feel a peace about it, I think. So if you don't feel a peace about leaving your job, then don't go nowhere.
Yeah, and you should not do your employers an injustice too by your
Yeah.
attitude.
True.
Yeah.
And from the time you start doing that, where you're being unfair now to employers by your either your attitude or
Especially
your
if you're in
performance,
customer
yeah,
service, something
or
like that,
your
yeah.
performance
Right, on
becomes
the phone.
lacking, and because of how you feel, then you're wrong already. You're
Yeah.
already
Yeah.
in the wrong place. And as Crystal say, you either do one or two things. You probably need a different position in the company, or I personally, this is me, I think people overthink when it comes to their jobs. And it's, should I leave, should I go? Listen, if you're not happy, start to do some applications and find another
Especially
job.
say the
I not
general
for the-
job, it might have an
yeah.
opening, same type
Yeah.
of job in a different company, you just
Yeah.
go
Yeah.
in a different company, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So, you know?
Or it could be too that the unhappiness is not necessarily to
The
do with your
job.
job.
That
it could
point
be
I was
you.
asking now is really
Yeah.
that if
It could
it's
be-
the happiness
it could
is
be
really with
you.
you first
So
to begin, you have to
you
check
need
that
to-
one.
yeah,
You know?
yeah.
But yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I'll do this one fast, right? Would you prefer to live in Florida or Trinidad? Why?
Florida,
Trinidad.
Why? Fast.
God is at Trinidad.
because everything better.
I don't know if God in Florida.
Because everything better.
Kyle.
I have no clue, girl.
Crystal.
I don't know.
Okay, good. Just to go back quickly, Crystal Lewis. She said, just to be clear, are you saying tithing is optional now and it doesn't matter if you practice it or not? So,
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
at what age or stage? At what age or
It's
stage?
not this I have to clarify when we can say it's not a way to obtain righteousness. Anything you need to do to obtain to make you feel that you're right with God, you're actually in sin. It's called self-righteousness.
Yeah.
The way we obtain righteousness is through Jesus. So if it is you actually feel you're not a good Christian, or
If you
you
don't
you
tithe.
feel
You're not
God not
tithing.
happy with you, that you're not tithing, you're actually living in a realm where you're outside of Christ.
You're under the law.
Yeah, you're under
Yeah.
the law, and it's not under the righteousness of Jesus. Now, if it is you choose to tithe on your own, you could go ahead and do that.
course.
That's what you do unto the Lord. But anytime you actually feeling bad or you feel like you're going to be cursed or any kind of thing like that, you're actually operating outside of Christ. So I don't know if that maybe clarify a little bit, but yeah, go ahead.
Very well. At what age or stage should a young man begin to develop his leadership skills?
From primary
At 12
school.
years old.
I'd say primary
Does
school.
that sense?
Yeah, because Jesus 12, you learn, you know about some in primary school, that's what they teach you when they get young, no? So not primary school though. But
Say primary.
when they get young, but yeah. But from, I think about that time, I think definitely from secondary school, you had to have some kind of some kind of thing built into you because the time you reach inside, you're going to either be led or you're going to lead.
I have a question based on that question. Would you all say that all men are leaders or should have leadership qualities?
All men should be leaders.
You're asking if all men are leaders?
But I mean have leadership qualities where they naturally are leaders.
I think some are, and some I think it needs to be developed.
I think people have to be
Some
developed
may have
in some
natural,
areas.
some may have
Because
things
some
that-
people might watch in certain areas and they think, but really and truly, we all gifted in different areas and we're good at different things, right? So you might see somebody who's real good at money and they
No,
have
I don't mean
qualities
leading a
like-
company or leading, but I mean somebody who is capable of leading then, not necessarily
Do you think all
in
men
a
should?
job
I think
or-
obviously. I think,
Oh.
but do I think all men could become now? With the answer is yes. But do you think all men
All
are
women
like
too,
that?
all women
I know,
too.
but I say now all men like that. The answer is no. Not all.
Right,
Not
all men are
could
not like
actually. So some men who make very poor decisions. Big heart back Christians is make some very poor decisions.
But I was actually thinking about that this week. I was saying
Yeah.
every man had to get married, right? And ideally, God would want him to be like the
the head
Of course.
and the
So
leader
I
of
mean,
his home.
it had to have something in him where God probably would
Yes.
like to use as a leader.
Yes, that's why I asked the question.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
all men, if they get married,
Have to be a
have
leader.
to lead their
yeah,
home.
they had to lead it.
And
but
that's
then
the biggest
obviously not-
responsibility
yeah.
outside of a job or being a CEO. You have to be able to lead your home.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
you have to have that.
But could all men do it? You're asking the answer is no.
No, I didn't ask that. I know
Okay.
all can. But
Okay.
were all men born to be?
Yeah, yeah,
Because
of course.
To handle,
Yeah, yeah.
to handle a woman in a marriage, you had to be a leader. I'm telling you.
Amen.
As a woman.
That's something
yeah.
I used to think would be real hard for me, like to lead on thing. I find at times I really like to be assertive or
Well, that would be a problem in your marriage with your children and your wife. You
I
would.
lead in from the fat. I going from the that one though.
The things we choose to lead by. Anyhow, yes, I don't know the answer.
All right. Keelan. Sorry, Keelan Stewart, what was your favorite song of 2019? Fast.
Who
If
you
you had to
asking?
think-
Everybody, I guess, I know, but who wants to answer that? Their favorite song of 2019? Follow God. Anyhow, go ahead.
What song is that?
I can tell you
That's all from
what
Cadillac.
what I've been listening to. I probably listened to it more than 15 times to the year. The Wall by,
What is it?
is it Duino?
So
The
you don't
Wall-
even know the song, but it's your favorite
Chris,
song of
thank
2019.
you. The Wall. The Wall. That song. I
That's
like
your
it.
real
alright.
favorite song, but she
I'm
don't
just
know the name.
saying.
She didn't even know the
Yeah.
name.
I know the name. I said The Wall. I just didn't remember who it was.
Anyhow, yeah.
Anyway, okay,
'Cause I listened to that
that's
pretty
another
long,
question,
yeah.
right? Valina Penna, question. Is there any sin that God will not forgive?
Yeah.
Blasphemy, the Holy Spirit.
Blaspheming against the Holy Spirit.
That's the only thing, but go ahead.
But if you want to call unbelief a sin, no, what I mean
He
is,
go forgive you.
no, somebody you could unbelieve yourself to hell. I mean, if you don't believe it, you know what I mean?
But he's not, she not, the
I know,
question
I
is
know.
any sin that we
I know.
forgiven. That means anybody going to hell for any kind of thing, but go ahead.
No.
Well, I mean, it's like, we saying you can unbelieve yourself into hell,
Yeah,
right?
I mean, when you actually don't believe in God, you don't believe in, like an atheist.
That's some
then.
people who want a woman for the rest of their life
And
and say, I
nothing
care about God.
and nothing God can do to an atheist. Nothing.
Yeah, true. But he's still willing to forgive them.
For what? They don't
But
even
they
think
unbelieve. But that's saying that, yeah?
he exists.
That's an insult to him. But anyhow, go ahead.
All right, I'm going to ask one question, and then I'm going to do a giveaway, all right, guys? Keelan Stewart, should a couple share the financial details before they get married?
This is the last question from Keelan Stewart, right? Unless they're real good.
That's a
find
good
you real
question.
ask
This is a good question.
That's a good question. Let me
Just
tell you.
joking.
I would only suggest that when there's an engagement or very, very near.
Share as in you mean? Share as in knowledge or as in...
No, as in a shared bank account, a shared credit card, that kind of thing.
Oh, that's
right?
what you meant by share.
Right. I would
Oh,
only suggest
okay.
that, let's say if it's you're engaged or you're just about to be engaged, let's say you're gonna buy a house and you're opening an account. So it has to be like a done deal then. But you see, just the two people courting and this. I cannot say as a minister how many times couples break up and financial. They had to split
Like
who
loan
gonna-
and all kind of different things.
I pay for the
and-
car for you now. You had to pay this and that kind
See
of.
why God hate divorce?
That has not even divorce. It's just break up, right?
I know.
Listen, countless times people have fight over that. Now that they split up, we buy the car together. Who gonna take the car?
Yeah.
Who gonna
Wow.
So I don't suggest that until the couple is about to move forward in marriage. They have a date,
Yeah,
let's
yeah,
say
of course, yeah.
they have a, so like a year before your marriage or whatever. Other than that, forget that. I don't agree with that at all. Because I
Okay.
see it so many times not working out. Not so.
Don't give she that credit card, Keelan. But go ahead.
Kevin and I actually had a credit card before we were married.
Don't give she
I
that
shared
credit card,
credit card.
Keelan. Okay.
But it was for business. I was to buy clothes and sell.
True. Yeah.
What's your problem?
You was engaged
Okay,
there?
guys.
Yes.
Moving on.
Okay,
Okay,
let's
no, my
ask
giveaway
this
now.
one.
I'll do the
Yeah,
giveaway
no,
and
I
then
get
I'll
it.
go on to more questions. So we have the 32 gig memory card sponsored by Megamark Computer Services, guys. Big up to Megamark Computer Services. I wasn't here at the last show, but I just want to acknowledge Megamark would have been one of our main sponsors for Real Talk giveaways. I just want to acknowledge him and I want to say thanks so much to Megamark Computer Services. Anything you need computer servicing wise, guys, whether it be hardware installation, software installation, data recovery, virus removal or prevention, anything along those lines, just give him a call, all right? And he does house calls as well, so you don't necessarily have to try to figure out how to get your stuff to him, all right? His number is 733-6157 or 330-8791. This memory card sponsored by Megamark is going to go to Natalie Salazar. Congratulations to you, Natalie. I think this was the first time I'm seeing you here, so a special good night to you and congrats again. We're going to go back to some questions now. Just allow me to find my bearings, guys. Okay, let's say good night to Gat Cumberbatch. His question is,
Gat.
is it okay for a Christian to date someone that is already engaged?
What the?
Is it? Is it?
Is it
question
okay
is
to
that?
date somebody
Who asked
already
this question?
engaged?
Gat Cumberbatch.
What the person who engaged could doing with somebody?
What you doing dating
I don't
somebody
know.
else?
I don't know how you go about dating and you're already
And why would
committed
you
to
want to
marriage
date
with
somebody
one person.
who is engaged?
Yeah.
I don't think it's okay for the to be dating two people at the same time.
No,
That's
but
just my
yeah,
opinion.
yeah,
So
getting
while I say
married-
engaged, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? I
Very
can't
well,
personally
babe.
as a person, I can't date two people at the same time. So
Yeah.
far as the person engaged.
Well,
You know
that's
I
what
mean?
people see
Honestly,
dating
people-
as.
Yeah.
There's no Solomon.
Man
you know.
just date your wife when she married to you. So I wouldn't doubt that you can.
Wait, sorry?
Yeah, people is go for people wife and try to take
Yeah,
your
but
wife.
we,
and
Yes,
I know,
but
but see me
That's different.
yeah,
like
we
you're
talk
in a
about-
relationship. Like how could that even be? No, of course it's wrong,
I
God.
just
Yeah.
saying, I could see it being a thought.
Maybe he's asking for someone.
I know,
don't-
but it's
Okay,
talk about
God
as a
tell them
believer
it's
now.
wrong.
Then
Obviously,
the
you know
man
that's a-
say, let me try and beat you.
Yeah, but that's the man trying, I think. He's saying dating.
Yeah.
That means the woman, both of them in
yeah.
agreement
Consensual.
going on.
Yeah, and
You know
let me tell
what I
you
mean?
something. Tell the person too, if the person who engaged could do that to
Yes.
their fiance, if all they end up together, you
This-
will get in trouble too. You and I get.
Yeah,
Trust
sure,
me.
right. Because she was willing to mess you up.
You have a
There's no-
problem with
pe-
faithfulness.
People
so
are special,
forget
you know.
that.
Once somebody wants to do that, don't see yourself
Yeah.
as special at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
Gat.
That's our
Moving
personal.
on.
That's a morality.
So
issue
that
they
is
have.
wickedness then to do that.
That is wickedness.
You mean if that wickedness to do that?
Of course, that's
Actually, I'm genuine,
wickedness,
guys. If you
man.
find out Eva dating somebody
I know
else,
we're
how
not
you go
to the
feel?
same
I
thing.
go. I would be, I ain't laughing. I go be glad to know.
You're glad to know
I
where
will
you're
be
going.
most glad. I will be most glad because the Lord works all things together for good.
Yeah, but what I mean, you're going to continue
I'm not
dating. You're
saying
going
nothing more.
to, you know, that all they don't know he gone. Many are good. Let's speed it up. Let's speed it up. Good. There are a lot of questions. I'm thinking
Adele
about.
Daniel, what are some red flags in a relationship?
A literal red.
God, it has so many.
Joking.
There are plenty, but
Possessiveness on both sides, over
Yeah.
possessiveness. Any kind of possessiveness,
Dating
in fact.
somebody
Yeah.
else.
Just now. Okay, here I have to add to the question because the person commented again. What are some red flags in a relationship, and do you leave when you notice these red flags, or do you work through them? I guess it depends on the red flag.
It depends on the red flags.
Alright, so here's the question. Let me say to you, right? With outside of your person, because people have personal red flag preferences. But what I say is three things I say for you shouldn't.
That you must.
You must say if the person dealing with this, I would say maybe not continue relationship, but you had to address it. You can't
Right.
just, where's three things you would say?
I would
that-
say somebody who's dealing with lust, once you're trying to, we're not married and you're trying to get with me
Yeah, yeah.
constantly.
Mhm.
So it was always a fight to not have sex.
Right.
That person's struggling with lust. If you find out the person
Like
watching,
watching porn and them kind of, yeah.
or you could tell the person have lust, they always want to, anytime you're alone is to get in a corner and there's always a fight not to have sex. So you could even be in the stage where you never had sex. but it's always a fight not to,
Right.
I would say that person have some loss issues. Don't marry
Right.
that person. Somebody with serious anger issues.
Well,
Anger.
real bad, right?
Yeah. Well.
No,
yeah.
I mean, I know some people could be in a situation where it linked to maybe like you say, the family getting them mad. This would they know they get.
No,
but
I'm
what I mean
not
is
talking about
phenomenon,
being
so-
a grumpy, mad mood. I'm talking about somebody who when all they get vexed, cough in the car,
Yeah,
and,
that one- that
and
one mean,
kicking
right,
the
cool. That is
wall.
what
I
they
mean,
Yeah.
like biting phone or something.
And biting the phone, yes.
Kicking the, breaking glass, or they're always getting into a fight where it's maybe not necessarily physical, but they're trying to.
Yeah.
Like I know somebody who kind of had like situations where the person jumping on top of the car and rolling on. Them kind of drama, people think it's normal now.
Right.
It's passion, it's love. Watch me, once them kind of thing going on, breaking down your door, you lock your door and they're breaking down your door to see you.
So the person jump on top of the person's car?
Yeah. That's a normal thing. Anyway, I know somebody,
If
their
somebody
significant
jump
other
on
tried
top
to
of
run
your
them over with a car. I telling you.
What?
And wait, they was married?
No, there was no. Well, it was a bad situation. It was.
Oh, but they're married now?
No.
Oh, okay. I just wondering if they still went and I
No,
get married.
but they still continue the relationship. They still continue the
I'm
relationship.
sorry, any girl tried to run me down with a
Yeah,
car.
they still continue the
Yeah, they run me
relationship.
down Farm Maxi session. I
Yeah.
go on. Anyhow,
So anger,
two anger,
right?
lust.
Anger like that, lust, and
possessive.
well, even if you're not seeing the anger, somebody who's overly possessive, it
Right.
could get to that point.
Yeah.
So somebody who constantly wants to see your phone, it might be simple to you, but I would advise any young woman, if your boyfriend or vice versa, man, your girlfriend, always want to go through your chats. Why? What's the purpose of that now?
Yeah.
And another scary thing is if you don't want me to go through, you see if you're holding that phone and I trying again, you don't want me, like
question
I
was
would
big,
be a
yeah.
little scared, like why I can't go through your phone, right? So it kind of both ways, but somebody who overly possessive always want to know
Well,
where
I
you
guess
are.
it's
Where
natural
you?
if you watch somebody phone once or twice. But
Yeah,
then
yeah,
if it's,
yeah. I mean
you realize
constantly,
once you just access your phone.
yeah. So let me see who you talk to today. No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I think I understand, yeah. So
No.
what was the other one is when I say somebody talking?
What I was going to say?
Yes, you know, somebody always calling.
Right. Where are you? About so. You're sure? Yeah. How long you there? What time you leaving? Somebody who always tracking your steps. I real good, you know. I real thank God for my husband. I serious. I couldn't deal with that. To feel like you're in a relationship prison where I had to check in with you every so often. When I leave it now, so your time,
Wait, that's called it.
No,
Wait, that's
no.
called it. We had the band around your foot.
Yeah. Like
House
yeah.
arrest.
House arrest. Yeah, house arrest.
So somebody who must always know they're possessive, they're fright. Who you talk to today? I saw you talking to, they want to know who you talk to, why you talk to them. You can't talk to no other girl or no other, you see that kind of thing?
Well, then would you say that's linked to trust? If you don't trust me, if you can't trust the person and vice versa.
Well, it's not that. You might trust the person, but the person have possess. It's you. Well,
Yeah.
Right,
it
but
could
is
be
it
trust.
like-
It could be trust. It's a lack of trust,
Yeah.
yes.
Is it
It's
that
a lack
So
of
if something
trust.
like that happen, and if you really love the person, you directly come on. But if it is you can't see, you know what I mean? You directly
Yeah.
come on and say, well, why does it think so? And be real and, you know?
Yeah.
You had to deal with that. That for me personally is something that happened.
Have
I'm
to
going
deal
to
with
address
that
it
before.
one
So
time.
to
And I
answer the
hide
person's
that.
question, is that something you would work on or would you leave? Would you end the relationship?
If it's constant over time and the person cannot, I realize it's something that the person cannot help, definitely breaking up that relationship. If
Okay.
you talk to them then, and they still can't stop themselves,
Yeah.
it's a matter of trust.
Yeah.
Because if I tell you about my mother and I come in an hour or whatever, why you had to be calling me every minute? You leave here, you leave here. Oh my God, what kind of life is that?
Any
They
other red
probably real
flags
love
you
you,
want
they
to add?
care, they don't know what crime
Nah,
going
nah,
on.
I think
Wow.
that's like some major ones. I mean,
Right.
people were.
I just want to move along.
Yeah,
because we
yeah.
wanna
I'm
answer
sure
as many
everybody have their
questions.
personal
Yeah,
things, right? That
yeah.
they can't deal with. Like
farting, you know?
Yeah. So everybody had their personal
Yeah.
things. That, so you
I
can't say
deal
that
with it,
for
I just
somebody
say I
else.
wouldn't do it.
I
You
want
know
to
what I
be
mean?
a person.
Yeah, so everybody had a personal conviction.
So you say you wouldn't do it, so that means I could do it.
If you do it, I will move to suit.
Okay, good. Great.
Amen.
Make sure you have a 3-bedroom house.
Junior,
I will
That's
just
the
buy a
couch
gas
member.
mask.
If you have a coworker who professes to be a believer, but yet he drinks and swears like he's in the world, he is an evangelist. He is an evangelist. Should you speak with him about his work?
Of course.
Yes.
Of course.
What kind
Sure.
of person you'd be if you don't? You know what I mean? It's like seeing somebody going down a wrong road and
Just
you let them
operating in
go.
love, you can't judge them
Yeah.
and make them feel well, but you have to be able to come across and say,
Not
brother.
openly, but yeah,
You can
Yes.
ask questions too,
Yeah.
you know, don't assume. Say, well, brother, so why so, and then try
If
to...
you actually seen it and you hear it for a fact, you actually hear the man
Yeah.
cussing, you go, yeah, of course I'll question, you know what I mean? I'll question
Yeah.
them and say,
I see Angela Dell asked
Who is
something.
Angela Dell?
Angelia thing.
Dell.
Angelia, because
You
I
well
like to
know.
think you know my
who it
sisters.
is. You was asking that question, you saw it?
No, that's what I'm trying to
She
get
tried
you.
to
yeah,
go
go through.
If I go
Yeah.
lower down, I'll
The
get
answer
you
is
the
yes,
question.
you should talk to the person, go ahead.
Very well, AJ Allen. Outside of violence, what are other ways the panel would recommend for men to express anger and hurt? Talk.
Run, exercise. Exercise is a good one.
Well, I know,
Yes.
I think
It
deliverance is one. I think,
I know some Christian people just go and play Call of Duty.
yeah, but I don't think they want
Shoot
to
up the
express
place.
anger, and that what you mean, and like if it is your anger issues, I
Take it
believe.
out.
Well, I believe that you don't have to live with anger issues.
I know that my point I'm saying is you
what
have to you have to deal with that.
people think that you have to live with that and you don't.
I don't
You
think
could be
so at
set
all.
free from that.
Because obviously there's a reason why some people
But how
are
you,
angry and
Yeah.
they do
how you
that.
just release your anger? Really, if you're real mad. How you cool yourself down?
Take a run.
If you're real angry,
If you're
Running
playing Call
don't
of
make
Duty.
don't take away nobody anger. That is just make
But
me
at
feel
least-
more.
nah, it has some
At
people who
least-
is actually
Because
going
I
gym and
gym.
things.
Yeah,
but
some people is going to gym,
Yeah.
but at
and
least,
throw them, throw them down.
at least,
I just buy the phone. I just.
at least get away from the present situation that's making you angry, though.
Angry.
So if you're in a situation and it's immediate and you're angry now, I would say get out of that situation. So if it's home with your wife and you're tempted to, because women could drive you. I mean, there's trial abuse and women could it'll drive you, send you. So if it is this sending you, I would suggest, say, honey, here what's going on? I need to take a drive. I'm checking
I
in a
ain't even
couple
saying
hours.
nothing. I gone.
You're going, right?
Yeah.
Yeah? Come out to the situation. Don't stay
Right.
and try to control anything.
Yeah, but anyhow, yeah, go ahead.
Right, Angel's question was, good night, Angel, and Liam, and Drew, and Dion. Love you all. Okay, back to the
Okay.
question. Is it wrong
Okay,
for a
then.
Christian to play the lottery occasionally?
I wouldn't say so.
Very well.
I wouldn't say that.
Somebody walk out the studio.
It's wrong for that Christian to allow that to become
And
their
to look at it as a
something
source.
like a trust and
Yeah.
or hope. They put your hope in that lottery and where you're going, like it become a gamble now.
Anytime you reach into that addictive state,
Yeah.
it's something bad. But
Yeah.
you know, if it is you, just, but I can't judge you. I nobody could judge you.
I
on
can't
that, you know what
judge,
I mean, yeah.
especially if you win. Who's judging you then?
I'll tell you this what wrong with them things. Do you see the OBA side, eh?
Yeah, you see the
A
lotto.
G-Man snake.
So
They're
they're
not gonna play big
play-
snake.
Yeah,
Right.
play big snake.
No, these things actually have a whole
Oh, a dream
system
old man.
behind
A
it,
dream
yeah.
old man. So I'm gonna play a play.
Is that
I
what
don't
was
think
booked,
that's
you know?
in the States, though. I think that's just Trinidad. That's right or no?
Women.
Lotto.
Like to have things with the numbers associated
I
with
don't
the
know.
numbers.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I
I don't know.
think
Yeah.
But
I
it's
don't
a
know
big
if
thing
that's in the
here.
States.
It's
Yeah.
a big
Yeah,
thing in
that's
China.
Yes, I think
It's
that's a
Chinese-
Chinese
it's
thing.
It's a
Yeah,
Chinese
man.
thing, yeah.
Yeah,
It's a very
anyhow, yeah,
Chinese
go
one.
ahead. I think scratch and thing not like that, but go ahead.
What are your individual views? This is from Valina. Sorry, what are your individual views on the world, on how the world will end? This could go long, guys, but just
Yeah.
make it
Yeah.
snappy, right?
Let me go with one person. Go ahead next.
Individual.
Yeah, we're gonna carry with everybody. Where's your person?
No, I
before
mean,
we
well, the
end?
Bible already said how the world gonna end. I don't
Right.
need to give.
I
an
don't know.
individual
I
view.
guess, Valina, if you had to be a little more specific
Well,
with that, right? Like, where's
I
your
used to
thoughts?
say, well, the world going to enter as a litter. Okay, it's going to destroy by fire. It don't matter. It's going to mash up.
I
and-
don't think
Bible-
that's what she asked.
The Bible actually tells us exactly how it will end. Exactly.
And in the
Exactly.
context of what end to end, I don't
Yeah.
know what it
Exactly, don't
means.
care about the world, can't know it going to end.
Yeah.
So, a
So,
litter end.
go ahead.
Junior Robert says, "Is Ma going to?" I have another question. Is Ma going to start his cooking show?
Yeah,
the
people
answer is
want-
yeah,
they
we
want
start
a bad
off
boy.
that, yeah.
Hey guys, we're going. I'm getting married this year, so mine all over the place. So I'll get together.
Yeah, because he planning the whole wedding all by himself.
Yeah.
God come and match. In the Bible, the Lord instructed the people of Israel to kill and plunder their enemies. Is it right if if a Christian kills their enemies in battle?
God's asking this question. God, is it somebody you
I
want
know.
Tell it
sorry,
was a
God.
question.
Is
No,
it
he said in battle though.
Is it right
yes.
if the Christian kills the enemies in battle? No.
In battle?
In the Bible, there's
He
actually
said
a
war.
verse is come from Romans,
I just
where it talks
know,
about
sorry.
God give ministers with his sword. He's talking about governments
Right, so
or
like,
police officers,
God
and,
give us
and they're
that.
actually
That's
given to
right.
rule. So there are police officers who
Yeah,
have
who
charge
could
to
kill,
take.
yes.
Well, obviously there's the law given where you can't just shoot somebody, right? They
Yeah.
they have their way the system. So
Yeah.
if you're asking maybe if a police officer within following the correct rules and procedures, if they actually shoot somebody, if they're going to if something God, I don't think so. Actually,
Yeah.
I don't think God put them there for a purpose to rule, to obviously
Yeah.
for some order, because we as Christians, we as Christians, we even follow everything God says. So far, that's the rule. You know what I mean? Yeah, but go ahead.
Dawn added to, I believe, is Gat's engagement question. She said something earlier, but she said the person who is engaged isn't sure, perhaps, is that a possibility? And then she added, what if the engagement is potentially dangerous and should end before it gets to marriage? The man asked a good question.
Where's that? Sorry.
What if the engagement is potentially dangerous and should end before it gets to marriage?
Go ahead.
Well, I
Go ahead.
guess it
And then
Yeah, yeah,
is, yeah, because
No,
we're going to
no.
touch on that as well.
That's a beautiful thing. When
About
saying
an
say I do,
engagement.
you could say I don't. But
Yeah.
go
once you
ahead.
reach up at that altar.
Let me
Well,
say
even
good night
if
to
it's somebody else, they can
Sharon
say bye-bye.
Forrester.
Yeah. Would that runaway
Good night
bride?
to you. I think this is the first time I'm seeing it here, so welcome to the Real Talk Show. If this is your first time, Kenyal Will. Earlier on, some of the cast spoke in the negative about cinema. Thus, with the whole inclusion of homosexuality on almost all Netflix movies, should we as believers support Netflix? What's your opinion?
We weren't negative about cinema.
Everyone,
Everybody said that. Everybody said that nothing is wrong with going cinema, but what you go to see
It's
is
probably what, yeah, it's probably
Yeah.
that aspect. He
Oh.
meant what you're seeing. 'Cause
well, same
in
thing.
this case, it's the
I
same
don't.
thing.
I actually hate scrolling through Netflix to look for movies because of the type of even the previews are
Well, and
horrible.
even in that is a setting, you could change the setting and it would not show certain things.
Then you're gonna see nothing.
Well, true.
Basically, you know what I mean? But scrolling through Netflix is a challenge. It really is. So yeah, it kind of is the same thing. If you can't go cinema and you're watching Netflix home.
But at
You
least
know
that's
what I
when
mean?
you could
Turn any
control.
kind of
No,
movies,
but you just
yeah.
don't watch those shows.
Yeah, you just
I know,
watch it.
I mean, some of the pictures,
That's
the
what I'm
little
saying.
clip of the show
Even
on Netflix
looking
itself
through
could look
the
real.
pictures, it's annoying. Like, for Kristen, at times I'd be like, girl, don't be scrolling through their movies because they have
I
a
guess
real
with that as a
out-of-time
parent, you could
previews.
filter things in. With that preview,
They
you come up
have,
with
they
all-
have the kids. Like, she would go
Yeah.
through the kids,
Oh, okay. But yeah.
Okay. Katie,
Yeah.
seeing that you recently covered the topic of mental illness and taking into consideration its prevalence, my question is, what are some methods churches need to do to assist persons affected by mental illness?
What should specifically mean? Like what church should do? One of the things they have is
I guess
prayer
it's
and
probably how the
counseling.
church could
Yeah, prayer and
help.
counseling, and then also they might have if it is we know a doctor that something medically good, you know what I mean? We would say we should recommend it to go by this doctor if it's a female with different issues. So far as if there's somebody who legitimately could help you, somehow I guess that is somebody a church can maybe get seek because it has some things that could be maybe natural that somebody could have an issue with. I guess like if you might know you have that issue.
Or if your church
You're born a
has somebody
certain
qualified to do
Yeah.
counseling, or if you know of somebody,
But I think they mean like
qualified.
outside of counseling, they mean.
prayer, you can pray for
Yeah.
the person,
Yeah.
to pray for the person. It could be both spiritual and
But
Physical.
and this is where some people might maybe want to accept, but nearly any situation, every situation when it comes to that kind of way, I believe God can heal. So it's you know what I mean. But at the same time, I understand that there may be a situation going on where somebody had to deal with and they might need real counseling and real help. It's like I say marriage and they're just mentally in a total bad state. You know what I mean. Every day they go home to abusive things and you know what I mean. I don't know. You know. So yes, the church maybe need other ways are different. Like some, you see, you can't even call it professional because some people, what they call professional, sometimes it's just get people pills
yeah.
and say live like that for the rest of
Yeah.
their life, and they become dependent on drugs, kind of like not necessary.
I think if you have a member of a church that's mentally challenged, I
Yeah.
think it's the church responsibility to see that person to wholeness, right?
Yeah.
So spiritually, mentally, socially, every area. And if the church is not equipped to do it, so let's say
Yeah.
you pray, and the person's still not getting better, then I think the church could assist in probably finding
That
some
I mean, find a
professional
professional
help for
source
the
and need
person.
Because
it.
there's a church that kind of went forward it and had some issues even up to now. So it's a kind of touchy one. That could
Yes,
be,
Mark.
depending on how you handle it.
You go ahead there.
God Cumberbatch.
Eh.
Prepare yourself, guys. Is it okay for a Christian to smoke weed now that this is legal?
Got you, what smoke weed?
That's a legit question because you're not doing anything
It's
illegal.
Illegal, right.
All
Right?
of God's questions are
But
legit.
are you harming? Are you
Amen.
harming your body physically? Are you? Is that drug something that, as a believer, does it
And was
affect
a motive
you?
to want to
Yeah.
now take it
Well,
now?
the Bible say that the herbs are given for the healing.
Anyhow, the answer I would personally give is that marijuana smoking it is get kind of high and it open up to certain realms. And I think just like they say, we would say drinking alcohol, why you shouldn't do it is actually maybe for the exact same reason. Some people would say, well, alcohol could get a little more abusive. It's actually change half a behavior side of it, but actually weed actually affects certain people like that too, their behavior in certain areas, right? But so I would say as a believer, you shouldn't be doing it for the right reason. What I mean by that, right? What you want to smoke and get high for? You had a quest. They actually, that's why the Bible says don't be drunk on our wine, but be filled with the Holy Spirit. The reason being is many times we're looking for a solution to help us. And if you ask most people who are trying to get high, as far what's the reason they're trying to get high for? You know, there's a feeling with what's going on in life. Many times people just want to escape.
Some people
Yeah.
get
Yeah.
so high they never come back. Some guys, there's been the drain and thing on my street. I grew up with them being
No,
in river and
smoking weed
playing
or
and thing.
cocaine?
Weed. From
Start off on weed.
my, I don't know if
Okay.
they take anything else, but they're
I've
crazy.
seen other people at this point.
Yeah, I think your
Mad.
motive actually more important than
Yeah, yeah.
actually smoking the weed.
Mm-hmm.
And that's really important. Why you smoking weed? you know?
And exactly the reasoning, right? It's actually full. It's way smoking weed for is actually to get high. You know, there's no other reason though. Hey, this thing cool, boy. There's some people who like it
Some
for
people
coolness
take it
too.
for pain too. And
Yeah, the one I want to say
medicinal
that's like
reasons,
it have
yeah.
medicinal things you maybe
Yeah.
use it for, but I'd say for the generally, the majority of people who smoking weed ain't doing it for no sickness. You know what I mean? They're doing it for to get high and enjoy themselves and they're light to cool shit like a feather. You know what I mean? Nothing going on, cool, calm. That's what the Holy Spirit, God sent us to be filled with His Holy Spirit, not to be dependent on it. Yeah.
Yes.
Lose?
Lose,
Stop
lose
believing
their
by
salvation.
unbelief.
I would
Yeah.
say you
Yeah.
could let go. You could let
Stop
go of it.
believing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you could not be
You
saved
could
again
reject
then
it.
if that's what you mean.
No, I think the person mean like actually lose.
Kevin.
Yeah,
could
then the
reject
question
it.
the person asks if you could
Yeah, but you can't lose it. I mean, it
you know, it's
go
a
under the bed
doctrine.
and you
There's
can't
actually
find
a
it.
doctrine that say you can lose your salvation. That is what they believe.
How? The only way you can
You
lose
lost
it is
it.
by you,
If you stop.
not
Yeah.
on God's part. So yes,
So you cannot believe.
yeah, you can lose your salvation.
How?
If you once was saved,
Yeah,
you could.
you can
Yeah,
become
By not believe, by
unbeliever.
stop believing.
Yeah,
So
you
you
become
don't, you
unbeliever.
don't believe.
Yeah,
you
you're
don't,
unbeliever
you don't
now.
lost it. They don't just say, I just find it.
Next question.
No, it's actually a doctrine. You know, people believe that I can actually lose their salvation. But I
But
mean,
by
doctrinally,
how
by
then?
Can
doing
you
things.
explain what you mean?
Right.
Lose it how?
Let me say if you sell out Jesus
Doing
for
things.
30 pieces of silver,
Yeah.
it's going to be real hard for you now to think, "Ooh, how this man going to forgive me?"
Anyhow,
Wait.
go ahead. You can answer a couple
I'm
more
kind of
questions
going
when I wrap
back
up.
to the lottery question. Isn't Kenyon will ask, isn't lottery completely wrong? The adding of all the numbers total to 666. Is that mere coincidence?
Is it?
Would
Look, I
you-
didn't even
If-
know that.
Well, in
I didn't
playway,
either.
if you add the numbers,
Yeah, I wanna
1
say
to
in playway.
36 is 666.
In playway, yes.
Oh.
But the lottery just stop up to 35.
Can I finish the question?
Hey, Mark, you well know. Mark, you well know.
Am I wrong?
Would you, as a Christian, ask God to let you win the lotto? If no, then lotto should be wrong to play always.
Hold
I
on,
would
hold on,
ask
hold
God
on,
to help me
hold
win
on,
lotto.
hold on,
I would
hold
ask
on,
God to
hold
help me
on.
win the lotto.
What do you mean?
If ever I take part in a lotto, I go and say, Lord, please.
Wisdom
But I
numbers.
don't play lotto. I don't, yeah.
Anyhow, it's interesting if somebody actually got a dream about winning something if they go actually follow it. But anyhow, go ahead. It'd be interesting to know.
Oh, Valina added to her question about the end times. I meant in terms of the world ending. Do you think it will be in our lifetime?
Oh. Like if we will be around to
I
see
say
it.
yes. Because I just feel like if I like real special to God, and I feel, Jesus is bring the best for last. So I feel like he bring me for last now. You know?
Okay.
That's just my.
So you feel you gonna be for the last days, is it?
I feel you want me to see it because
Oh,
what know I
okay.
kind of fast too now. Yo, but let's see what's gonna go wrong.
You can see from number 2, Mark.
I just joking.
Okay.
Our
Go
generation
ahead, move on.
boy. We didn't answer the question.
Mark answered.
I
I don't know
think
what
we can-
everybody
yeah,
can
I
answer.
All of
so-
you all answered.
It's possible.
Yeah, it's possible.
That
Yeah,
is
go
in
ahead.
this channel.
Natalie Sal. Well, for your life.
Oh, goodness is
Okay, I apologize, guys. Natalie Salazar.
That's my
What do you all
friend.
think about Harry and Meghan taking a step back from the monarch? Do you
Good for
think it's a
them.
way of preserving their mental health?
Yes.
them. I happy
Listen,
for them.
I saw.
I'm proud of him.
There was a video that she did. She cried. She was almost on the verge of
Really?
of breaking down. And I say, if she continues like that, I don't think they could last much longer. So to me, this is the first time in history that this has ever happened.
Yeah.
Right? So I think this is a positive
for
step.
them.
Yeah, because it seems to
I'm in
value
agreement with it.
family. So
Yeah,
yeah.
not an agreement as well.
I am in agreement
Oh,
with
okay,
them.
they said
Nathan,
not
and
in agreement.
He said he want to start his own life. He want to have his
And
own.
live away from the
away from-
spotlight.
Yeah, but you know how angry his child might be? To know that he gave up this lineage.
I think it's going to become a problem if you know if it's who you're going to hand it over to. But anyhow, yeah.
Yeah.
If you ain't really count the cost and see how, anyhow.
God Cumberbatch.
Oh Lord.
God boy.
Got you have any personal questions you want to
I'm
ask
not
Crystal?
sorry,
Go ahead.
Do you, God Cumberbatch, do you believe that the drone strike on Salamania, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, was prophetic in nature to set things in motion for the end times?
Could be very possible, you know.
Could be.
She said it could be very
But
be.
nothing came of it. I mean, after
Except
they
that they shoot down a Boeing.
they didn't shoot down the Boeing.
Iran by mistake, yeah. They shoot
Yeah,
down
they
a
had an
plane with
article, yeah.
170
They had an
some
article
people
saying
dead.
it was
Yes,
by
yes,
Hold
error.
on, hold on.
Yeah.
Excuse me. The plane crashed. You saying that's an
They
official
shoot it
thing
down
that
there,
came
they
down?
don't
Yes,
say
it's,
it's
yeah, I
official,
saw
by
it.
But
It
this
was
is an
videoed by
accident.
error.
This is a mistake.
Yeah.
Everybody come out and say this
Yep.
is a mistake.
When that happened today?
No, Nika.
No, not the crash. When that news came out, because I was following
When I
it
saw
all
it,
the
Yes,
time.
2 days ago.
2 days ago, yeah.
ago?
I
No,
think I
no,
saw
2
it
years,
yesterday.
2 days
I think
ago.
it's
No, it
2
was
days ago.
recent, very recent, because I saw it maybe yesterday.
That's all they do.
I think it's Thursday night or I think it's Thursday night they come out or either.
Yeah, and
I think
that-
Thursday night was official that they come out and they say this and then I think yesterday they come out and confirm and they say,
Yesterday.
well,
Yeah.
yes, it's not
Because
us,
I
but
was
we did
I
it
was
based by
talking
accident.
with Kerwin
I
and
think
telling
Trump
him
agreed
I
with
didn't
it.
think that was. I said, Kerwin, that could never be a coincidence. That on the verge of all this happening,
Yeah.
a plane right there in the middle of everything just crashed. So I would say we had to wait to see what come of it. So
Yeah. But what they agree is that it's an accident, though. The
Okay.
government, America, everything. And I just believe everybody in agreement, but it's still going to have investigation going on
Yeah.
because nobody want to bomb up nobody again. But
it
go
could
ahead.
be the start, God, of the end, which would be a great thing. But not yet. Not yet. It's not like okay, next year the world gonna end. It's just the
It have time,
beginning.
remember, even with any
Yeah.
time, it have tribulation, it have different.
Yeah.
So it's not a boom,
more
everything.
wars, more rumors of wars. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I think we just in the beginning.
Yeah, so you have a little more time, God.
Yeah.
Kenyan,
Yeah, then more time to occupy it. You can marry. You can find out why it's got.
Kenyan Will, to add to my previous question, Netflix created a movie called The Last Temptation of Christ that depicts Jesus as a homo. Should we support an organization that ridicules our God? They will not dare to show something like this about Islam.
Boy, that, to be honest, boy, maybe you just stop watch movies because that's the whole of Hollywood.
Gets
Is always
into-
have an issue with everything when it comes to the Lord. I mean,
Yeah.
everything. Remember years ago, it had, I didn't even know who's the movie maker behind it. I can't remember it, where it was Jesus Superstar something.
Yeah, Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
Jesus
Superstar.
Christ
And that's
Yeah.
a
It's a
real
live
out of
play
time.
too, yeah.
That's a real out of time. And it's actually the same thing. Same,
Actually,
same,
they did it in
the same
Trinidad
thing.
already.
Yeah, and
several times.
that's a big Hollywood movie. And so, personally, if that's your convictions, I say
Yeah.
go ahead. But I can
that should be
guarantee
a
you this.
personal conviction.
When is they go down that route, soonly you'll have to escape the world.
Yeah.
Because you can realize a lot of these people, the closest people who make your clothes, the people who support, you can realize all of them on certain agendas in the world. Like Amazon, all these people, you can realize all of them have their own agendas in the world. And we're going to say, don't buy none from Amazon because they're supporting. So you can realize you had to come up with personal convictions where you say, I win. So I can't tell you not to do this or not. You had to make
Go
that
with your conviction,
Yeah,
for sure.
so, yeah.
I remember years ago somebody
And don't
told
judge
us,
somebody else because they're
right,
doing
they're
something
doing
that,
it.
yeah?
That he was telling us all not to shop in Pennywise. Nikki and Krista might remember this. Not to shop in Pennywise. And he was actually, couldn't believe that we as
Call it
Christians were
names,
shopping in
many of them.
Pennywise because of the statues, the Sai Baba, and on every counter it had like a little
Yeah,
Sai
that was
Baba
his conviction.
thing. And, you know, he was like, all Christians should boycott Pennywise and stuff. I mean, that's kind of the same thing as boycotting Netflix for, you know.
Right. Kyle, you could go ahead. I have a few questions here from Gatsel, but let me look for them. I know you had some questions from previous viewers as well.
9 o'clock?
What time it is?
9?
9 o'clock.
I'll let you wrap up with maybe 2 more questions. You will go ahead there quick. I would maybe just ask
I think you should use your question.
But just ask maybe one more from that's a weird question. That somebody wants to know if it is men prefer, you know, this Latin, you know, long hair or short hair. What do you think, Mark? Online, I'll tell you, all the fellas who listening, all they prefer women who have long hair. I'm not saying they're going to like somebody who has short hair, but for you, your own personal
What
preference.
is considered short hair?
Hello, yeah?
Above your ears.
Okay. Very good to know. I'm going to make it a little short.
She would have
That's
cut
short, you know.
That's what I'm saying. So that's plenty way to
So
go.
she meaning she'll cut it up to here.
So she have place to go now, so she
I
can go
have
up to
plenty
here,
room.
Oh, I know.
right under her ear.
Well, they say, I stomach because body traumatized. With this short hair. That's like
know you so
that's
well.
like
Brother,
a
cut your hair for
I
your
prefer
place.
long hair. Continue. What you say,
Yeah.
Mark?
I prefer long hair.
You prefer long hair?
Yeah.
Okay, but there's some girls who just pretty. They can't avoid it, right? Who they look short hair, but then it has some. They shave off their head. It's a girl. I don't approve of wigs, but
All right. You told me to go with another question.
yeah, you good. But I would like to hear the
The guys
online. I want to hear what
Think-
they say.
Yes,
Honestly,
they
all they
actually
honestly
really
answer.
want to hear what you all think because
Yeah.
they want to do a petition or something. In the Bible, men were seen as the providers with reversals with the reversal of rules in society now. Should a husband prevent his wife from working based only on scripture?
Prevent your wife from
Listen,
working?
go and let that person read
It's
the
God.
virtuous woman.
Bam, Proverbs.
God, go and
That-
read
actually,
what
God
that
doesn't
virtuous...
prevent nobody from working. No woman from working. That is even a
Boy,
biblical thing.
That's not biblical.
I don't know why people think
The
that
virtuous woman
God against
was
a woman
working,
working.
more than she husband. In fact, the Bible said everybody
up.
knew the husband because of her. She was doing everything, taking care.
She started up
taking
she
care
little
of everything.
business and thing.
Yep.
So I don't think that's
not
a kind of
biblical. Yeah.
misconception where they think that women in the Bible is doing used to work. I
Yeah.
don't think because men
Yeah.
supposed to provide, they think that women in the Bible never used to
Yeah.
work. They just sit down and do nothing. I
Yeah.
don't think that is
Yeah.
biblical. You know what I mean? Obviously, if it might, maybe we have more housewives in the context taking care of the farm, but
Yeah.
God's idea for all of them is that they would fulfill
Yeah.
their dreams.
And back then, too, the kind of work that was going on wasn't
Yeah.
really wife work. It was like more labor and that kind of thing.
Yeah, and the
No, but women used to
wife-
labor and
Yeah.
yes. Yeah,
I
they
know,
used
it's
to,
true.
they used
That
to
other
crush
thing,
the
yeah, it's
olives
true.
and that with the actually women more used to do that in the Bible.
true.
They used to go and that they used to do.
I wish I could have go back. in
But
them
God,
times.
the Bible just to help anybody who may have this kind of thing. And God is not against anybody from fulfilling their dreams. You know what I mean? And inside of them, women might have desires to maybe start a company to do something, and because you get married, no, I can't do nothing. You know what I mean? That is not God's plan in any. So maybe you might have a season where you have a child and different things, and you know what? You as a couple, you say, well, maybe I go work and you stay. But then as you go along in life, the woman, especially when your children get older, and you ain't living with them no more, where you just sit down and watch your face all day or watch you ceiling because you're outside walking. No, God wants people to fulfill their dreams, and God put in everybody dreams and desires, you know what I mean? So, but anyhow, yeah.
Another question that got asked, but it went because of the amount of questions. Well, the amount of comments, sorry.
This is the last one?
Yeah.
Pick and
then
juice,
I'll just
good
let
one
you-
for the last one, eh? Yeah, go ahead.
It was just not trying to remember it. I don't want to say it wrong. His question was, what are your views on taking someone off of life support if they're in a vegetative state? And especially if it's, I think he said too, if any person will, they would have requested that the life support be terminated. Am I right, Nikki? I think the life support be terminated if they're
If
on
they
life
become in a
support to-
vegetative state.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on that? So
Good
I
man.
guess he's saying, like, if you were to end it, despite the person's request in their will.
I wasn't pulling it.
Serious?
I already doctor pull it.
Oh gosh, Mark. You giving the doctors the instructions, Mark.
The doctors could have to go with all the instructions, and the doctor gonna read the will, you know.
Yeah.
But anyhow you take it, would you do it? Or what's your views on it?
What I could tell you is that after a while, it becomes expensive to have that person there.
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
That's what
It's
I was
not.
thinking
I know
about,
you're
but I don't want to
laughing.
say it.
I know you're
You
laughing.
costing me money.
No, I know you're laughing, but literally thousands of dollars because they hooked up to a machine. And for some families, they
know,
actually
but what if you
literally
have some
can't.
hope that this person going on?
I'm not talking after 2 and 3 days. Some people is months, years they're in that state. That's what I mean.
It's true, it's true.
And you have a bill racking up. You have a bill
And
racking
then they're
up.
just waiting to go to heaven all these years.
So I'm not saying like I'm not talking in a few days or weeks, I'm talking like you go to a
just
year.
waiting.
Yeah.
Because remember, once you in there, you're waiting, you know.
God, don't let the person win.
That's an interesting
If
question.
it's
though.
beyond, if it's your wife, and something happened and she young,
I guess
Depends on
what
how
Onika
long.
I
said
don't
made
think
more
that
sense
easy
to
just to
me.
let's say
Yeah,
pull
true.
that plug, even
Yeah.
if the person said do it.
Yeah.
No,
Not easy as
I
a
think what
person.
Nick said makes more sense. It make more sense for me personally. Like if depend on the time frame. If it's a few days, of course.
Of
course,
course,
a few
or a
days,
few
you ain't
weeks,
gonna
or
do that.
months
But like-
even, but
Like
yes.
if you go by year
Yeah.
But what?
and there's
But I
no
guess to
kind
the
of
to answer the
difference in
poor
the
question though,
persons.
what if not necessarily how you feel? What if the person said that is what they want?
I wasn't taking them off.
Yeah.
Exactly, because you're in a vegetative state.
I don't know,
So.
I'm not taking you
I had
on.
a woman
Yeah,
like that in
nobody-
America, and the woman in a coma, and she just somehow get pregnant.
Oh gosh, Mark.
Serious thing.
All if we have to go with that
I thought it
Last
on
year,
the show.
one.
Mark, you serious?
somebody did something bad in the where she was being held, and she get pregnant and make child.
How she make the child if she not
When you
She
Mama.
get pregnant and belly raise and child born
Yeah,
and
but
thing.
when a woman in a
But
And
coma,
they
that is-
investigate
that
and
is
it was
still-
an employee.
okay. Never mind, I don't know too.
Yeah.
Anyhow, that's it,
Did a
Eva.
surgery.
Just in response to the long shot here, Philip Rubin, long to the ground.
I want to answer. Or they can answer even after the show, right? I have an interesting question, right? If the girl maybe don't have as much, maybe we'd say longer hair, right?
Yeah, you're
They
like-
like long hair. Where rather as a man, it be not. I wouldn't.
Well,
I
I
wanna
guess
say
into
natural.
that.
I mean, natural in the context
I
of
guess
without
into that
Extensions.
without extensions or weave. You know, tough men. I think a lot of men actually, even though your hair like a little short, they actually rather your hair short than they put weave in their head. Some men actually don't really like that weave thing. I'll answer that one. What do you think? Weave or short?
I
You know?
just pushing this in real fast. Let me say goodnight to Lisa Marie and Crystal Rahim. Sharon Forrester said short. Jay Lawrence says long always.
Who say short?
A woman.
Oh, okay.
Most times it's be a woman saying short. That would have been Sharon. AJ Allen, natural hair, bro, whether long or short, which
Okay.
is answering your question before he even asked it.
Yeah, because some people don't wanna. that
Don't
wig
say
and
I
thing.
don't support Sai Baba, just give him a toothpaste.
Yes, Dot.
Kenyon will long, but I don't mind short. Let me see. It's in response to Gat, I feel I take this question in response to Gat. Sharon first. Sharon Forrester says, once you can mind me, baby, I will stay home willingly. It's true.
Yeah.
It's very true. Let me see.
For some
I think
time,
it's-
though.
Huh?
Yeah, for some time, nobody wanna just live. No, she want to be
Kenyon will commented
that's
on
what I
the
mean.
question about salvation. Let me see. I think. All right. So Kenyon said, I think this could probably be my last question, guys. Hopefully, I think that the person was speaking about with regards to losing salvation is within the context. If you die in sin as a believer, would you lose your salvation? And the other end of the spectrum being that nothing you do can cause you to lose your salvation if you're saved.
Oh.
So that is,
But I mean, I
that's
don't know if
a
that's
very
really a
good
question.
comment.
You had to go back.
They're not-
Well, how I look at it is we saved by grace through faith, right? So is you're saved by God's grace and your faith. But if you don't have any faith in God anymore,
And,
No, I thought you was going to say based
but then
on
that
that
doesn't
now,
give you an excuse
if you
to sin.
the person said, yeah, but no, that's a different question. The person asking if you die in sin. So let's say, let me do assume, are they saying if you do repent of a sin
Yeah.
before you
I
die?
don't know what they say.
Or you're
I
living
was
a
thinking
sinful
they just-
lifestyle?
It was
It's
the two parts.
different.
She asked the other
It's
part
different.
too.
Yeah. Every time somebody do something, like some people they say, right, if you cuss before you're going to get bunks on it, and you say, Mommy! And you know,
And
Yeah.
I chuck it
and
here.
a tongue and
You
your
go to
cuss,
hell?
if you go to hell, the answer
No.
to this is no, because you're not saved by your works. But as a believer, your belief should have works.
Yeah.
You know what I
of
mean?
course.
It means as if you're living life and you're saying, well, I could do anything I want then. You're actually not in faith. You
Yeah.
understand? You're not in believing in the righteousness and the love of God. You just actually going back into yourself. You know what I mean? Like you feel you could do your want and wait, not going to heaven. That is actually not in Christ. But anyhow,
All right,
that's it.
This really is my last question. What's your thoughts on being an organ donor?
An organ donor.
Is this from God?
No.
It sounds like a
We're on
I've
that.
had some interesting questions. Thanks, God.
Yeah.
Oh, I have another giveaway. Anyway, go ahead
After
with
this,
the
you give it away
question.
and you wrap up the whole show.
You
right?
mean after you die? Like you say you can
No.
use for...
No.
Yeah,
the
well,
person
while you're
been-
alive,
Well, yes.
I can donate a kidney.
all right,
I have no
okay.
problem.
I can live with one kidney.
Okay, but
Shit, you know
organ
that?
donor don't mean when you're
I know.
alive usually, yeah?
I know. No, but I could say I'll donate my kidney.
Maybe answer for both.
But how much
Because
you
the person-
donate?
I don't know. I'm not too sure about that.
If
though.
my child needed a kidney, where you feel? I wanna
It's
just
true,
not
boy.
give
You'd
her
be happy for the
kidney.
donors, right?
I don't wanna not give her kidney.
Yeah, I don't think I would mind being an organ donor.
If somebody needs
Kind
blood,
of morbid to think
you
about.
donate it.
If somebody
If
need
what?
one?
Blood.
Blood, yes.
I know some people be afraid to do that now.
To take the blood, not to give it.
No, that people.
Oh.
There's
Literally
religions that don't believe in us. This was not supposed to do that too. eh?
Oh.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah. So, but yeah, if it is, boy, my organs good, all that go ahead, boy. That's not me. It's me. You know
I think
what
the
mean?
person probably asking if there's some spiritual thing that would prevent us from as
From doing
believers
it. I don't
from
think so, though.
tampering with your body.
Nah, but spiritually things actually do affect people, eh? What I mean by spirit, I'm not just let me just mention spiritually alone. Through if our thoughts and things stored in our blood and DNA and all these things, right? And then in your heart or whatever the case may be. Obviously if you give up a heart or you give up something,
There's a possibility.
it's how
the
thoughts could go,
consciousness of
you'll
that
be
heart
happening,
could be-
yeah.
be
So if you
next
get
person.
blood from somebody, that could be spirit blood.
You really consider that heart for the
It could
answer I
have
not give you.
something in it that affect your thoughts, memories.
Yeah.
You think,
Thank God for Jesus.
or you think an organ itself could be a more powerful may try to influence it. a
For
more
sure, the
powerful
heart
way.
might be.
The heart is
The heart
definitely
for sure.
something.
I believe so too.
And your gizzard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like it's yeah. But yeah, it's
think I have.
just, but obviously it's not a place where it could break your will, because it's not, you know what I mean, that's not who you are. You catch where I'm coming from now. So
Yeah.
even though you might have thoughts from something or feeling, you can't
But
just
if-
now all of a sudden.
If you get a heart from somebody else, you're gonna have to believe again.
All right, well, have a good night, Eva.
Oh, Lord.
All right, I'm just gonna
Oh,
read this
boy.
comment. I don't think it is a question. Kenyon Will said, "I'm glad you guys said this about salvation to all, as many people think that if you tell a lie before you die, you go to hell. But salvation is not a light thing."
Did that man sing a song about that?
Sharon,
Yeah.
Sharon first I say I'm going to my grave with all my organs. Let me see. So that's it for questions. Carl, you have anything you want to add before we
No,
actually?
that's what we look forward to the next show. And
All right.
you go ahead and give a giveaway and we wrap
I
up.
see Sharon Foster say Mark need a touch. What kind of touch, Sharon?
You answer that one.
She said,
All right, let me do my final giveaway. Who I giving my final giveaway to, boy?
Yeah, Sharon.
Sharon, I would love to meet you and give you these earbuds. So congratulations, Sharon. You are the winner of our earbuds, all right? Congratulations to all the winners. Guys, you all saw how easy that was. All you have to do is comment to win a prize, all right? Even though you're saying thing about mama. I'm joking, Sharon. I shouldn't be saying this. I'm honestly joking. Honestly joking. Guys, thanks so much, all of you, for all of your comments, all of your questions. You all actually made this show. My head actually hurted from laughing. And when I laugh, it's because I just laugh, right? I'm not laughing at anybody. But it was so awesome having you all. And getting all the questions, even getting some of your points of views. Unfortunately, I couldn't read the comments because I wanted to get as much questions in as possible. But thanks for even commenting. I want to say a special good night to every single person viewing, and you'll feel free to always share the show, alright, guys? We have the shows loaded on the pages, even on YouTube as well. So make sure you click on that bell so that every time we go live, you get that notification, and even on Facebook as well. Share it like crazy to all of your friends. We are here every other Saturday at 7:30 p.m. It's supposed to be till 8:30, but yeah, this happens, all right? So it's always lovely having all of you. Thanks so much. Thanks again to these sponsors. Congratulations to everyone that win. And I want to invite all of you to feel free to inbox us, so probably just message on the page on topics that you all may want to hear us discuss in this coming year, because we have a new year, we have a full year of new topics we want to bring out for all of you. So maybe there's things that you all want us to touch on that we never did before, and we'd love to do that, all right? So be sure to send us a message, whether it be privately or on the page. Feel free to do it, all right? And even if you just wanted to reach out to us just to speak to us, feel free to do that as well. Thank all of you. Thanks, guys, so much for being part of the show and making the show awesome. I'm sure I will laugh tonight. I will enjoy this show tonight, all right? And I would look forward to enjoying so many more shows with all of you. Good night to everyone from Real Talk. And I will see you all the following Saturday. Bye, everyone. Thank you so much for being part of the show. I hope you really enjoyed it. You can go on over to our YouTube channel and click subscribe. You can also click on that bell at the bottom and you'll be able to get live notifications. For our Facebook viewers, remember to like, comment, and share, guys. Thank you so much for being part of the show. And if you'd like to come on down and be part of our live audience, we are located at number 12 Anna Street, Woodbrook. Have a great night. Thank you for being part of the show. Good night.